What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. And then, of course, we will be getting things started. Now, before we get any further, I got a bunch of shout outs from yesterday's birthday special. Let me give a huge shout out to Kevin and John. Thank you so much for the Cash App. And I want to give a huge shout out to Jack, Slenderella, and Scott. Thank you so much for the PayPal donations. And a huge shout out to Boo Boo and Trudita, I think that's how you say it, for the Stripe. Thank you so much. And thank you, Gen X, for the Venmo. I really appreciate all the support, you hooligans. Thank you so much for the birthday donations. So we'll be getting started with a video titled Girl Scouts Sued Over Alleged Heavy Metals and Pesticides in Cookies. We covered something about Girl Scout cookies, and everybody was saying that in the chat. Now it's getting brought up in the news. I don't know if I trust them. I don't know if I trust those cookies. Then we got a video titled Man Caught Trying to Smuggle a Living Turtle Down His Pants Through Airport Security at Newark. I don't know what to say about that. I ain't never had a turtle in my pants, so I don't know what that's about. Then we got a video titled A Shape-Shifting Terrorist Vandalized a Tesla Dealership in Colorado with Molotov Cocktails and Graffiti. These people should be declared domestic terrorists, in my opinion. Then we got a video titled Stuck NASA Astronauts Prepare to Return After 9 Months in Space. This is a follow-up video that we've been keeping up to date with and whatnot. It's finally time to bring them home. Then we got a video titled Biblically Aligned New Faith-Based Banking Platform Sweeps the Nation. This is kind of a follow-up on debanking, especially during the Canadian convoy. We've seen people getting debanked left and right, and so this individual, who's a big deal in the Christian community, he's out here making a new way of banking. Then we got a video titled Zelenskyy Grateful for Trump's Peace Deal. Zelenskyy, from what I understand, has signed the ceasefire. Now we're just waiting to see if Putin wants to do the same thing. Then we got a video titled Mohammed Khalil Arrested. Palestinian activist to appear at court hearing. This is the individual who has a green card for being here, but he was participating in the protest at Columbia University out there, joining in all the fun, being pro-Hamas protesters screaming death to America and stuff like that. And now he wants to know why he got arrested. Then we got a video titled it's Trump saying education department will probably see more cuts than any other part of the federal government. This is an update on the Department of Education. Then the last little bit of the news is titled GOP lawmaker abruptly ends hearing after misgendering Democratic representative. This is about Tim McBride. Tim McBride likes to play pretend and goes around making people call him Sarah and shit like that. Well, not everybody wants to participate in the dumb shit. And, well, they got real mad about it. He's real butthurt. Then we will be opening up a brand new advent calendar that was sent to us by Wad. And I don't know if we're going to test the goods today. We'll see how I'm feeling. But we're going to be starting a new advent calendar that I'm pretty excited about. Then we got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Blowing Bubbles. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Hamster People. Now, I do have a reminder on here at 5 p.m. President Trump is supposed to be participating in a St. Patrick's Day reception with the something or other of Ireland. I don't know what he is. He's not a prime minister, and this word has got more vowels in it than anything. It's like a Tausich or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. So we're going with Prime Minister of Ireland because I have no idea how to say that word. But either way, they might maybe sort of have a live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is like 45 minutes now. So in 45 minutes, we'll see if the president's going live or not. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans are doing today. And then, of course, we're going to be getting things started. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Zero? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Astrohammer? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, U-Hill? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Guess Some J? What's up, Josh1776? What's up, J Spray? And what's up, Jamie? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate you and everything you do for us, Snooks. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ghostly? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Kung Fu? What's up, MU? Happy freedom. Let me see. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Briz? Happy freedom. What's up, Rappy? Appreciate you sliding through. What's up, Pumpkin? You Hill, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Satan? Let me see. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom to you, Joe. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Zupia? What's up, your mom was a hamster? Happy freedom. Poor turtle. He survived. Don't you worry. The turtle is okay. Let me see. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tree Herder? Klaus Daniels, you gonna join us today or what? He's being a pain in the ass today. Screaming Eagle, happy Hangover Wednesday. No, I don't have no hangover. I hope you don't have a hangover. All right, hooligans, don't forget, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Gizzard? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Bridge? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Mr. Satan, you were first over here. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom to you. What's up, D-Me? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tyson? What's up, Blue Crow? What's up, Scott Johnson? Get some. You are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom to you. What's up, DPFX? Happy freedom. What's up, Bora? Happy freedom to you. And what's up, Bad Rabbit? You guys are welcome to hit that thumbs up button over on the commie platform as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Let's see. Donnie Brooklyn, the feed froze. It shouldn't. Hold on, let me see. What's up, Bora? Happy freedom. No, we're live on my end. You guys are welcome. I don't know what's causing that. Either way, happy freedom to you, Donnie Brooklyn. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with this video here titled Girl Scouts Sued Over Alleged Heavy Metals and Pesticides in the Cookies. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, we will have new t-shirts tomorrow. I ran out of time today. But for now, we have these epic winning t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans that have have the ability to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, and we even made tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the plain Jane Jeff Mac t-shirt. We have lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Girl Scouts, this one can't be real. This story may have you rethinking, though, your late night binging right now. A New York woman is suing Girl Scouts for $5 million. She says some of your favorite snacks like Samoas, Thin Mints, Adventurefuls are too dangerous to eat, and not just for your waistline. News Nation Now weekend anchor Anna Koyman joins us with the latest here. Anna, this lawsuit says the cookies aren't just filled with, the minty good stuff, but heavy metals, toxins. Do you know how many sleeves of Samoas I've had in my life? What? Come on. What are the Girl Scouts saying?
I was a Girl Scout. Girl Scouts honor. I know. Well, Girl Scouts of America, Markey says that their famous cookies are indeed safe to eat, but they are being slapped with a class action lawsuit that claims the cookies are chock full of heavy metals, pesticides, and other toxins. The group is citing a study commissioned by moms across America. Now, my producer did speak to one of the doctors who wrote the report, which is mentioned in this lawsuit. And Dr. Michelle Perro says, although, yes, it was a small sample size, 100% of the cookies tested had high levels of glyphosate. That's a weed killer, and also toxic metals. Now, this woman is not part of the suit and said the goal of the study was to look at possible contaminants in foods marketed to kids.
Our goal is not lawsuits. We're interested in collaborative efforts with improved government regulatory action and doing the testing.
Well, some of the science community don't give much credence to this study, saying it was that small sample size and also not conducted widespread across the country. Critics are also arguing that it was not peer-reviewed or published in a scientific journal. Now, the Girl Scouts have not commented on this lawsuit in particular, but did address the study on their blog, saying safety is their top priority and they comply with FDA and EPA regulations. Their blog states that glyphosate is widely used in agriculture and found nearly everywhere in our food chain, and trace amounts can be found in produce, even cereals, baked goods, and drinks. Similarly, Marky, heavy metals can be found naturally in the environment, they say, and they don't add metals to their famous Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a big talker right now. Is the medical community speaking out at all about this, Anna? I mean, what's the guidance here? Do we take a pause on eating Girl Scouts or continue until we know the finality of this lawsuit?
They're eating Girl Scouts.
Look, I know you love Samoas. I love the Samoa ice cream, too. Doctors on the show, they said they're going to be still eating these cookies. But we talked to a nutritionist yesterday who says this weed killer, glyphosate, is a real concern, pointing to cancer risks, but it's also almost impossible for us to avoid.
It's ending up in rainfall. They're finding it in our soil across America. They're finding it in our drinking water. So it's ending up on a lot of our foods. But unfortunately, with a lot of the ultra processed foods, it's showing up in higher numbers.
So if you tested other ultra-processed foods, Marky, you may find glyphosate and heavy metals there as well, as the point. But we're going to keep you updated on this lawsuit and how it plays out. And tomorrow on News Nation, I'm going to be diving into another food safety concern that our new HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is shedding light on. A whole lot going on in this space right now.
Yeah, a lot going on. And this story, I mean, tragic if true. So we'll keep an eye on it. Anna Koyman, thank you so much. We'll check.
Okay, pesticides and heavy metals in Girl Scout cookies. Now, we covered a video a couple weeks ago, and somehow that got brought up. Girl Scout cookies did, and there was a lot of people in the chat that were saying the same thing. What's really interesting is News Nation had a video like a week ago where they were talking about this. They were saying, you know, there's people claiming that there is pesticides and heavy metals in Girl Scout cookies, and they had these two doctors or pediatricians or something on the show. They're very flamboyant and ultra woke, but even those softies were saying, no, there's not enough of any of that stuff in there to be harmful to your health. There is ingredients, there is impurities and stuff like that, but it's not on a large scale that you would be fine eating these cookies, even if you are indulging a little bit and all of that. And so now News Nation, after having that interview with those pediatricians or whatever they are from a week or two ago, here they are bringing it back, saying, hey, just in case you got reassured by those doctors, we think you should still be scared of Girl Scout cookies. That's exactly what they did. They brought it back for no reason because they tried, like I said, 2 weeks ago, to say that these rumors are not true. And now they're showing up today saying, nah, we're going to remind you guys, these could be true. You should be scared of the Girl Scout cookies. I don't know. News Nation is soft as shit. Anyways, I thought that was a interesting video, and it was short, so why not start the day with it? Next up, we got an even funnier video titled Man Caught Trying to Smuggle a Living Turtle Down His Pants Through the Airport Security at Newark. And it's funny because people are scared to stick drugs up their ass just to fly on a plane. This guy stuck a whole turtle down his pants. I don't know. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Girl Scout cookies. Zero, stop eating the pets. Leave the cats alone. Yeah, I wonder how the Haitians are doing over in Springfield, Ohio. Good Lord, Turbo. Yeah, I mean, there's probably heavy metals and pesticides inside of a hoo-ha, but you never know. You got to make sure they wash it first, you know? Zero, take a pause. Eating Girl Scouts. Yeah, I'm not. They need some phrasing, some rephrasing going on. Matt Rogers, Great Value has copied most of their cookies. They taste better and cost less. Yeah, I believe that. Josh 1776, I'm betting the testing center didn't clean the equipment properly. It could be. Zero, dear Girl Scouts, use better clean ingredients and quit using China stuff. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Matt Rogers, my wife bought some Girl Scout cookies. There's less in the box. The cookies are smaller, and it's a scam for $6 a box. Yeah, I don't like hearing that. I haven't had Girl Scout cookies in decades. At this point, I'm out of the loop with the Girl Scout stuff. Astro Hammer, what is the Eat the Cats dance? I didn't know there was a dance for it. Go say, I 100% believe there's heavy metals in it. It could be. Definitely could be. Are they magnetic? Do you guys got Girl Scout cookies? You should see if magnets will stick to them. What's up, Resident Alien? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin, stay away from magnets and you'll be fine. Yeah, see, we're on the same page here. Bobby, they want to sell us the cure. Well, they don't want us to stop eating the cookies. I'm sure that's part of the deal. Kevin, you're eating shake and bake chicken? I am jealous. I am jealous. That sounds good. Screaming Eagle, I like toxins. They're good for you. They must be. That's why they put it in all of our food. Pumpkin, no, not the cookies. What's up, Puffin Stuff? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, the chocolate peanut butter and Thin Mints have lead in them. Well, those are the ones I like the best. It's the lead I like. Shoulder care. I bet there's a lot of heavy metals, or I bet there's why can I read or talk today? Bet there's heavy metals in a lot of foods. I believe it too. Even like the raw ingredients we get to cook food isn't a very high quality. What's up, Russell? Happy freedom. Glad you made it home safely. Astro Hammer, I like how Jeff pretends he's never been on the internet before and hasn't heard of Eat the Cat Dance. I have not heard of that. I look up news. I don't like scroll on the internet. I wish I had time to do that. I don't. I don't have free time. I'm working or I'm sleeping. Or I'm feeling bad because I'm not working or sleeping. Self-loathing, you know, you got to schedule it in there. Kevin, I cubed up some potatoes and put some extra crispy shake and bake on them and baked it together, and it was good. I believe it, Kevin. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Tony Rich, Hot Pockets are dangerous. That's why you gotta let them cool off first, so you don't look like a dog trying to chew a bone. You know, you're like facing the sky and trying to inhale to cool off the shit because you took too hot of a bite. It's the best part of eating Hot Pockets or pizza rolls. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Spirit Matter? What's up, Savage Gaming? Happy freedom. What's up, Sassy Patriot? Hopefully it wasn't a snapping turtle. I mean, he might be into that kind of stuff. You never know. What's up, Fred? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Pesky? Oh, I'll check that out, Zero. Interesting. All right, Hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, man caught trying to smuggle a living turtle down his pants through the airport security at Newark. And they don't even really give us a whole lot of information, which makes it funnier to a certain degree. Is this not going to work? Come on, YouTube. You suck. I'm tired of dealing with you. Do the thing, fucking stupid thing. There we go. Jesus loves us. I need like a physical YouTube so I can slap it upside the head and be like, get to work. Anyways, hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
In the morning buzz, TSA workers thought they had seen it all, and then this happened.
A man from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, concealed a live turtle in his pants.
Yes, he did.
The animal was wrapped in a blue towel under the man's clothing. That's a lot to pack in your pants. TSA conducted a pat-down Friday at Newark Liberty International when the man's body scanner alarm went off.
Officers confiscated the turtle, which did not appear to be harmed. Port Authority police escorted the man from the checkpoint area, and he missed his flight. It is unclear if the man kept the turtle as a pet and why it was in his pants.
It was just over 2 years ago that this TSA post went viral, showing an X-ray image of a cat inside a bag at Norfolk International in Virginia. Fortunately, that feline survived the ordeal as well, and the pet owner got a big scolding. Now, I know in terms of like dogs and cats, sometimes they make you put them down in the hold, and people don't like it when in a separate compartment.
So you're saying they should just put them in their pants?
No, and people, and sometimes the animals need tranquilizers, and people don't like that. In some cases, you can bring them with you, but in your pants is probably not good for anybody.
So Karen, don't put animals in your pants.
Oh, okay. Is that a turtle in your pocket? No. Okay.
That the toy?
Just happy to see you.
Wondering.
I think those reporters are hooligans too. Is that a turtle in your pants? Are you happy to see me? I was like, Jesus loves us, lady. You just gonna say that on TV? All right. Now, like I said, they don't provide a lot of information. They're just like, yeah, we just caught a guy, he had a turtle in his pants. He was trying to sneak it on the plane. We don't know if it was a pet or a relationship they were in, but caught the turtle. I don't know. Did the turtle have a passport? Anyways, I thought that was interesting, and that's just why that landed on the schedule today. Next up, a shape-shifting terrorist vandalized a Tesla dealership in Colorado with Molotov cocktails and graffiti. It's coming up next, but first we're going to see how much you hooligans like turtles. You will. My turtle's hard-shelled for her pleasure. Yeah, that's how it goes. What a pickup line. Holy, guess I'm stuck a gerbil in there once. Long story. I bet it was hard for TSA to find that. 0 cats in bags. Yeah, I don't know who was trying to smuggle a cat. Cats don't listen. They don't do anything you want them to do. So I don't know why they would try and smuggle it on a plane. They might as well just buy it a plane ticket. It's damn near a person. Russell, first snakes on a plane, now turtles in the trousers. Yeah, when I woke up today, I did not expect that to be on the schedule. Guess he's now circumcised. He got it for free, too. Snooks Hot Pockets just don't have enough filling or taste good. The last time I had a Hot Pocket, it was pretty good, but they're overpriced. They're too expensive for what they are. It's like $6 for 2 of them or something like that. It's like, nah, they ain't worth all that. Plus, I don't have a microwave, so I don't know the last time I ate something out of a microwave. I wonder how long you gotta put Hot Pockets in the oven. Guess cat in your pants, you can claim to be a girl. Ah, loophole. I missed it. I didn't realize. Klaus's googly eyes are watching us, Zero. No, I think it's the stripes on his face. I think it's his camouflage is working. He's actually sleeping, but it looks like he's looking at you. What's up, AR-16? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Rip Curl, don't put animals in your pants. What if I was born with one? Yeah, Rip Curl, leave it to her to try to tell you how to live your life. Come on, man. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. Hey, thank you for being here, Kung Fu. Don't work too hard out there. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, you beat her to it. Is that a turtle in your pocket? Do you think they'd be disappointed if you really did pull out a turtle? You're like, yeah, it is. Why? And they're like, oh, thought you liked me. No. Mistake. That was your mistake. Trader, I make my own pizza pockets and air fry. That sounds badass. Ghostly, never fly your pets under the plane. They die all the time. Holy, that sounds terrible. I've never thought about putting Klaus on a plane. Nope. I don't know what he would do. He's got extensive training. I don't know. He might be too lethal to put on a plane. Ghostly, hey, when it's cold out, I smuggle a turtle in my pants too. You know, like they say, if you're cold, they're probably cold too. Bring them in. Bring them right into your pants. Jesus loves us. Here, juicer. I can't read that out loud, but that's hilarious. They'd still suck it. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sven? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vinny? DP. Good thing it wasn't an alligator snapping crotch. Yeah, no, they said he was in Colorado. He wasn't in Florida. I don't know if they do that stuff in Florida. They might. Bad Rabbit, is this news? I mean, it kind of is news. You'd want to know if the person in the plane next to you had a turtle in his pants. What's your name? What's up, Bronson? Happy freedom to you. Everyone's asking if it's a snapper. It is now. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom. Are you going to show Trump lady lawyer showing the fake White House of Joe? I have no idea what you're talking about, Corey Luca. Oh, you're talking about Alina Haba sitting at the desk? I could grab that. I do have it bookmarked. I didn't put it on the schedule, though, because I didn't get a chance to watch it. Johnny Brooklyn, look at what Hot Pockets did to Jim Gaffigan. I don't know who that is. Let me see. Let me Google it really quick. Oh, that guy? I kind of regret Googling. I can't stand this guy. He thinks he's funny, but I don't think anybody else does. You think Hot Pockets did that to him? He looks like his dad drug his nuts across his face when he was a young child. Anyways, I don't know. I don't like that guy. Anyways, next up, a shape-shifting terrorist vandalized a Tesla dealership in Colorado with Molotov cocktails and graffiti. Oh, this is from Colorado. The other guy was in Newark. So wherever Newark is it in Florida? If it was in Florida, then maybe we'd be talking about alligators. But no. Like I said, this next one's in Colorado. I think this person should be declared a domestic terrorist. I think anybody who's using Molotov cocktails to hurt another person or burn down someone else's shit should automatically be declared an act of terrorism. I mean, you're making weapons, explosives to a certain degree, setting fire to things. I mean, not like, I've made a Molotov cocktail before or anything like that. So, I'm just saying, regular people don't do that shit. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Now, once again, this is shapeshifter terrorist vandalized a Tesla dealership in Colorado with Molotov cocktails and graffiti. Hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
Around the country ever since the end of January, including here in Colorado, where this Tesla storefront was vandalized multiple times with Molotov cocktails and anti-Elon Musk graffiti. Lucy Grace Nelson, a transgender woman, now faces federal and state charges for the Colorado incidents. Dealers in some cities are also being protested. 9 arrested at this one in New York. President Trump offered his support to Musk at a White House event yesterday and agreed when asked if these attacks should be labeled domestic terrorism.
I just want to thank the president for his support. This means a lot. And also thank everyone out there who is supporting Tesla. It's really terrible that there's so much violence being perpetrated against people like Tesla, Tesla supporters, Tesla owners, Tesla stores. These are innocent people who've done nothing wrong.
Dana, Musk also says he plans to double output of Teslas in the United States over the next 2 years. So he's not stopping.
Okay, Alicia, thank you.
Charlie Hurt with us now, co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend. Hello there, Charlie. I got a...
All right. Well, this person's been arrested. I wonder if they'll actually be convicted. A lot of times these people get arrested and then they just get set free. They bond out, charges get dropped. Maybe mommy and daddy's got enough money to hire a good attorney that can go play golf with the judge over the weekend and get things smoothed out. Stuff like that happens all the damn time. I'd like to know if this person is actually going to be held accountable, because being arrested is just the beginning of the process. Now, like I said, I think that if you use Molotov cocktails against another person or their belongings, that that should be declared an act of terrorism. It's one thing to get in a fight or, try and stab somebody, try and shoot somebody, but hitting them with a Molotov cocktail is like using napalm against somebody. If you get that on you, you are fucked. Stop, dropping, and rolling ain't going to solve those kind of problems right there. And that's what makes me think that it should be an act of terrorism. And this has been international. This is technically a follow-up video because we covered a video last week that was talking about these Tesla dealerships being attacked. I think it was either Friday or Saturday we covered it. And like I said, it's happening internationally. They're going to have to do something because these dumb lefties, they're going to continue to do this stuff. I mean, they attack people, so why wouldn't they just go out there and attack vehicles and parking lots, right? They're a bunch of idiots. They're all methed up. Somebody needs to do something or else this will just get worse. This will be like weekend events, especially when it gets warm outside. We get to the summertime and stuff, they'll just be burning Teslas on site. Anyways, next up we got another follow-up video. It's titled Stuck. NASA astronauts prepare to return after 9 months in space. We've been keeping up to date with this, and maybe this will be the last follow-up on this topic. We'll see. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about these shapeshifters out here vandalizing Tesla dealerships and using Molotov cocktails while doing it. Esther Hammer, boats and hoes. Yep. I don't know how we got here, but yeah. Yep. Guess if we start now, we'd be rid of these people in a year. Yeah, if they actually held them accountable, but just arresting them, letting them sit for 10 hours, and then cutting them loose, that's not going to get the job done. Russell, that is terrorism and arson. Yeah, and they should be held accountable for making those choices. Zero, well, school shootings weren't working. Oh, I'm sure they'll go back to that too. They need to just stop giving shapeshifters guns. When you fill out the application to get a firearm, they ask you if you got mental problems. Like, are you being analyzed for mental issues? Have you ever been, I can't even think what the word is, diagnosed with mental issues? Have you had a mental evaluation in the last 6 months? I just renewed my CPL. So I just had to answer all these damn questions. Now, I'm not wearing a dress, so those questions were very easy for me. But these individuals, I mean, yeah, they might lie on the application, which is a crime itself. But we need to stop giving shapeshifters guns. They always end up at the damn school. So it's like, you know, that needs to be one of the questions on the test. When you go to get a firearm, have you ever been a dude in a dress? Have you ever been a woman that thought you were a man? You answer yes to that, you're not getting it. You are not getting approved. Yes, son, the sad part is when they go to prison, they'll enjoy it. Yeah. Holy. Astro Hammer, Tesla cars are shapeshifter cars? Well, they were. They started to become... There's a lot of conservatives buying Teslas. Yesterday, there was conservative influencers left and right making posts talking about they're ordering their new Tesla. They're going to buy a Cybertruck. They're going to do this and do that because President Trump bought a Tesla yesterday. And so now all the conservatives are buying them, which I said that was going to happen. Zero. That's a man, stupid reporter, ho. Yeah. Yeah. Russell, well, ain't that an ugly chick man? A chick man. Oh my goodness, the lady boys out here are setting Teslas on fire. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. They've been better off smuggling turtles in their pants. Screaming Eagle, I like watching dumbasses catch on fire. Yeah, and they do that. They do that from time to time. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin, if I had mental illness, I wouldn't tell anyone. Come on. Well, yeah, but these individuals who hold their mental illness near and dear, they use it as a part of their identity. Hi, I'm Jack John, and I have these labels of mental illness. These are my requirements for special treatment. You will call me this, and you will treat me this way, or else. And that's how all these people act. That's why they all got mental illness. Some of them genuinely have it, and other ones, they use it as labels of identity. And so when you get to the point where you're going to purchase a firearm, there's like a 50-50 chance they're going to proudly say yes, they have mental illness. And then there's other ones who are up to no good, and they're like, I'll lie this one time, you know, just to get by. So Zupia, Newark is in New Jersey. Thank you for letting me know. What's up, Boosted Flames? Happy freedom to you. Screaming Eagle, let me see. Let me see. President Trump's not supposed to be live for another 15 minutes.
From earlier.
Yeah, and that's what Right Side Broadcasting's waiting on. I will keep this pulled up. I already had this on the schedule, but yeah, once President Trump gets on screen, we'll go ahead and give him priority. This should actually be live, not a pre-recorded nonsense like they've been doing from the White House the last couple of weeks. Thank you for letting me know, Screaming Eagle. Appeal to heaven. Warm today, 78 currently. Enjoy that nice weather. We've been getting high 40s, but we haven't had anything above that. Appeal to heaven, no one is being held accountable. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Not real impressed with that. Kevin, you're only jealous because the voices only talk to me. Yeah, Kevin, I am. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom to you. Well, Killer J, you know, there's a difference. There's a difference. Some people have stuff that they're dealing with, and other people, well, they just have their labels. And like I've said before, I think everyone's got a little something wrong with them. I don't think any of us are batting at 100. I think all of us got a little something wrong upstairs. But there's a portion of us that are actually doing something about it, and there's another portion of us that are not, that are just running wild, making bad choices, and doing stuff like that. And I think that those shapeshifters are a part of it. I think some of them really do have stuff going wrong with them, but I think other ones are just doing it for attention. Kind of like teenagers saying they're going to hurt themselves or whatever. It's like just a cry for attention. Now they don't have to do that, which is kind of a good thing. But when your son comes home with a dress on, well, it's better than them cutting themselves, maybe? That's the hard part about what's going on, is teenagers have always looked for reasons to seek attention and stuff like that, and now they got shapeshifteritis that they can participate in, and that's kind of a scary thing on itself. Skulls, what'd you do after your live on the birthday? Not really much. Not much. The most eventful part of my birthday was being here with you guys. I went and got some food, walked through Walmart, and that was about it. There was nothing else going on, unfortunately. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Courtly? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cinderella? What's up, Tactical? DB, a squirt bottle full of piss. Spray them like a cat? No, they like that, DB. You see those shape-shifting terrorists at the Tesla dealership. No, don't hose them down in piss. They love that. Well, happy late birthday to you, Courtly. Sorry you couldn't spend your birthday with us because we're not live on Sunday. But I hope you had a fantastic birthday. What's up? I'm Janet. Happy freedom to you. What's up, 420? Hair juicer, it's been nice for a week and they haven't turned off the heat. It's like 85 degrees at work. Holy hair juicer. Holy hair juicer. There you go. When you get ordained hair juicer, you let them know. They got to refer to you as holy hair juicer. WC shapeshifters love golden showers. They do. You know, there's shit wrong with them. You saw R. Kelly? You saw R. Kelly? Mm-hmm. Fighting for my life. What's up, Kirk Allen? What's up, Lifelike? Happy freedom to you. Let's see, what time is it? We got 9 minutes until the Orange Eagle is expected on stage, so I assume we got some time here. This next one is a follow-up. It's titled, Stuck NASA Astronauts Prepare to Return After 9 Months in Space. Now, that's a pretty short video here, so we should have time. Plus, the Orange Eagle's not usually on time, so I think we'll be okay. All right, hooligans. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're over on Rumble or if you're over on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Good day. So this is a big day, in fact, because NASA Crew 10 is going to lift off in a SpaceX Dragon capsule tonight for the International Space Station. It's a normal rotation, about a 6-month stay on station for these astronauts going up, but that allows Sonny and Butch to come back in their Crew 9 ship. By the way, that ship has been docked on the station since last September. So Sonny and Butch really haven't been stuck per se on the station. It's really been an extended stay, but they have had a ship to return home in the event of an emergency. But the bottom line here is they went up last June on what was supposed to be a 10-day test mission with their Boeing Starliner spaceship. But as you may recall, NASA didn't think that the Boeing Starliner ship was safe or safe enough to bring Butch and Sonny home. And so Starliner came home empty. Butch and Sonny stayed on the space station and have been there ever since. 9 months now. Again, it was originally a 10-day mission. Tonight, Crew 10 lifts off. They will eventually dock with the station. Those astronauts will board. They will take over for Sonny and Butch and the Crew 9 team. And then Crew 9 comes home as soon as Sunday or maybe into next week, depending on the weather conditions here on station. And what a homecoming it will be. Both Butch and Sonny say the hardest part of being on the station for so long, when they weren't planning on being there for so long, the hardest part has really been on their families at home. For example, Butch's daughter is a senior in high school, and he's missed much of her senior year. It'll be a big homecoming. Back to you.
Okay, like I said, it's a follow-up video. We've been keeping up with these stranded astronauts. It's a weird situation, and not everybody even believes in us going to space, which makes it even more controversial. So anyways, next up we got biblically aligned new faith-based banking platform is sweeping the nation. It's coming up next, and I think we'll have enough time before President Trump gets on stage. But either way, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these stranded astronauts. They also didn't really give Elon Musk a whole lot of credit in that video because he's the one that's helping them do this. Now, they did mention SpaceX briefly, but if it wasn't for SpaceX, these yahoos, they'd still be stuck at the space station. So Russell, the Dragon spacecraft is rock solid. It hasn't had a mishap in a long time. Yeah, Russell, hopefully everything will go smoothly. Hair Juicer, I heard that the Maui sheriff is being charged with kidnapping a woman for Diddy. That's crazy, Hair Juicer. I will absolutely look into that. Maybe we'll have a story for tomorrow's live. It's crazy. Guess you cracked me up. Guess says 9 months. Someone got laid. No way it didn't happen. Probably. I wonder what kind of people astronauts are. Do you think they're like liberals? They look like liberals. They look like they believe dudes could get pregnant and shit like that. I don't know. It's weird. It seems like you'd have to be really smart to be an astronaut. You know, everything you do could end your life and everyone around you. So you got to be smart. But they all, I don't know. They got something weird about them. Appeal to heaven. Well, I couldn't go to space then. I only weigh 187 pounds, so if I went to space and came back, I'd be at 87 pounds. If going to space made you lose 100 pounds, I'd still be 125 pounds. I mean, I'd be skinny. But, yeah, at 225, I don't know, I could probably lose a little weight. Ghostly, the recovery is going to be rough. You lose bone mass in space. Yeah, I guess you lose bone mass and muscle mass. Appeal to heaven. Oh, now you want to rescue the astronauts. Yeah, over the last week, there's been a lot of controversy if they didn't get rescued because of politics or if there was real reasons on why it took so long to go back and get them. Too old to care. Which one is Butch? It's hard to say. Ghostly, do you remember the crazy astronaut that stalked her ex and drove cross country in a diaper to stalk him more? I do not. I do not remember that, but it sounds like the kind of people that they seem like when you hear them in interviews and stuff. What's up, DAR? Happy freedom to you. 51st state checking in. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm Janet. So if it's Florida, it might be delayed. Could be. What's up, Tess? Happy freedom to you, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Steve S. Space. I smoke weed. Yeah, that's about as close as I'm getting to being in orbit. I'm Janet. Biden was just going to leave those people up there? Probably. I'm sure Biden forgot before the spaceship even took off. I got this live pulled up, so if President Trump steps on stage, don't you worry, we're going to give him priority, and he will be on the screen. You're not going to miss anything. But we are going to get into this next video. It's titled, Biblically Aligned New Faith-Based Banking Platform Sweeps the Nation. Now, this is a response to debanking, and like I mentioned earlier, when we were covering the Canadian convoy, we were watching people get debanked left and right. It was happening a lot. And it seems to only happen to conservatives. I've never heard of a liberal being debanked, where you basically have your account closed. They keep all the money in your account because you made that agreement when you signed up for a bank account. So they keep all of your money, and then they tell you you can never open a bank account with them ever again. And they don't even have to provide a reason, from what I understand. Now, like I said, I've never heard of this happening to a liberal. But every single person I have seen this happen to has been a conservative, and either been an outspoken conservative or like a super famous conservative. And as soon as the bank finds out, boom, they close your account. Now, this is a response to that. Like I said, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as over on the CommuTube, and let's get this rolling.
Welcome back to a Making Money Special, A Matter of Faith. My next guest is the brand ambassador for Pro-Life FinTech. It's a financial service. And joining me now is evangelist, motivational speaker, co-founder of Faith-Based in Banking, Pro-Life FinTech, Nick Vujicic. And Nick, first of all, I was reading the mission of stewarding a banking movement that's secure, trustworthy, but most important, aligned with the will of God. Talk to us about it.
Charles, thank you so much for having us. Yes, look, we reject cancel culture. As somebody that was canceled from Chase Bank back in 2019, they shut all my accounts down, my for-profit, my personal accounts. They didn't say sorry. They didn't tell me why either. And that was the confirmation to start a banking experience where, under the Constitution of America, no one should be canceled as far as your conservative beliefs. And so we also have found out that there is quite a weaponization in the banking industry in America, where we all need to bank with someone. And as a Christian, we don't believe in abortions, for example. And most major banks philanthropically give to things that are not biblically aligned with Christian Judeo values. And Pro-Life FinTech, we're open right now, Charles, prolifefintech.com, where you can open up an account today and know that 10% of net profits goes to Judeo-Christian nonprofit organizations that would be pleasing to God and honoring Him. And it's all about banking on purpose. And so we're so excited.
You know, listen, I'm excited too. By the way, I just have to let the audience know, we read about the debanking situation. We contacted the bank. They said it was for legitimate reasons, but they couldn't tell us exactly why. And we've heard many, many stories like your own. But I'd like your personal story. For a moment, we've got to talk about that. I know on your X handle, you talk about number 1 is God, number 2 is family, number 3 is freedom. And you've got an amazing family, 4 children. And you do all of these things. You're such an amazing trailblazer and go-getter. And yet you were born without arms and without legs. Just share a little bit with us how that became a motivating thing for you.
You know, when you see broken pieces, you have a choice, either to just believe that God gave this to you, or read the Bible and see that whatever bad things we have, what the enemy tried to use for bad, God can turn into good. And to know that, you know, we can pray for miracles, Charles, but when you don't get a miracle, you can still be a miracle for someone else. And I want everyone to know that it's just a journey, one day at a time, to say, God, help me to stop doing what I need to stop doing. Help me to start doing what you want me to start doing. And it's a challenge to us all that if God can use a man without arms and legs to be his hands and feet, then God can use any willing heart. And thanks to Nick V Ministries team, we're actually preaching the gospel. Last year, 67 million people, and this year, 140 million people. We're so excited for such a time as this, where people like never before are really wondering, where am I? And want to start to galvanize their faith walk with God and stand with Israel as well. I think it's really important to add that in.
Hey, I've only got a minute to go, but before we do, this is an amazing movement. And I read where you say you believe that this pro-life fintech itself is just the tip of the spear. Where do you see the movement going from here?
Charles, we're going to be making a Christian Bankers Alliance of like-minded bankers coming together so that when it's not just about one charter bank, Regent Bank, which is our charter sponsor bank, FDIC insured. And so you experience what you would normally experience on an online experience as a banking platform, but it's actually gathering God's people to see that his wealth are going back into the righteous hands. And we all know BlackRock and all these other big financial institutions that are just funding things that we don't believe in. And we really believe that there's a pure calling of the Holy Spirit for us to come together, and we will ourselves continue to branch out, not only globally as God opens the door, but also going into wealth management. We really believe, like never before, it's time for God's people to steward God's wealth correctly, that we can make kingdom impact while we are also banking on a daily basis.
Well, if anyone can make an impact, Nick, it's you. God bless you and you and your journey, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And if anyone wants to open up their personal or company or nonprofit account, simply go to Pro-Life FinTech. Charles Payne, I love you, dude.
Love you too. Thank you.
Okay. New way of banking now. Now, they didn't really show it a whole lot in that video, but this is what that dude actually looks like. He has no arms and no legs, and we were actually watching him on a live. Oreo Express and I think Will Johnson both went to a Christian event that was in California, and the event was being attacked by Antifa, and they got chased off by the goers for the event. They were chased off by people who were saying they were going to pull pistols on them. And so Antifa went out in the streets and they threw these burrs down in the streets that were made from like iron rods. They had cut them and bent them and used, I guess you used to see these things in war. They're like hooks that link on each other, and they were throwing them all over the streets so cars wouldn't be able to leave the event. This was a few years ago, probably back in 2022, but this individual was actually on stage speaking to all the event goers, talking about God and preaching the gospel and all of that. And it's hard to act like you have a hard life when you're facing somebody like this, right? No arms, no legs, still finds a way to make every day a good day. Either way, I thought that was really interesting that he's standing up to create a new way of banking instead of leaving banking to whoever runs the banks and have them decide that they don't want to bank with conservatives. Well, you could try and see how they do over there. I think he said it's Nick V something or other. I don't know. They're going to have to simplify that bank name, but either way, I thought that was interesting, and that's why it landed on the schedule. Now, President Trump is expected on stage 6 minutes ago, so while we're reading through the chat, I'll pull this up on the screen, and maybe he'll be on stage soon. Not really sure. If not, next up we have Zelenskyy grateful for Trump's peace deal. President Trump got him to sign a ceasefire. Now we're waiting to see if Putin is going to agree to the ceasefire. It's supposed to be a 30-day ceasefire, and we'll see how it goes. It's potentially coming up next if President Trump doesn't walk out on stage. But until then, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this new way of banking. Guess don't bother reading the chat. We all suck. You know, while I was sitting here and I was reading the chat and listening to the video, I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to read half this shit out loud because you guys are mean. You are mean. Russell, oh my God. What's up, Afro Man? Thank you for joining us over here on the website. Happy freedom to you. Astral Hammer. He's still smiling. It's true. It's true. That's terrible, you Hill. Half these I cannot read out loud. There's got to be something here I can read. Russell, well, I'm going to hell now. See, it's the kind of stuff you guys saying in the chat. Astro Hammer, he certainly doesn't look like a quitter. No, I was actually shocked to find that GIF. You know what? I can't even show it on the live, I don't think, because YouTube might think it's somebody naked. Anyways, there's a GIF that I posted on the website, because we can post GIFs right there in the chat and memes and all of that. A GIF of him swimming, and he's getting it. He's getting it. You'd be surprised. Tree Herder, props him up. Yeah, that's terrible. Props to him. WC, it really is amazing that he's able to remain so positive. Yeah, I'd become a super villain. I wouldn't be able to attack anybody, but I'd be mean and bitter. I know that. Free the Texan, kill YouTube then. We're about to see the president. Showing the GIF isn't that big of a deal. Plus, everyone's welcome over to the website. Tree Herder, Jeff said he's standing up against banking. Damn it. I didn't mean it like that. Damn. It's because I was reading the chat over on the website. I'm blaming all those hooligans over there. What's up, Boosted Flames? Happy freedom. Bobby. I think he might be married. I don't remember his name. Nick V. His name is something crazy. It's VUJICIC. So whatever that is. It sounds explicit. I think he's married though. Yes, he is married to someone named Kane. Why is all their names just terrible? Just, well, whatever. As long as he's happy. Damn, there's so much bad stuff. I want to say something, but I don't want it to be taken incorrectly. I didn't realize he was standing up against the banks. It's just terrible. Boosted Flames, looks like you survived all that paint, thinner, nail polish, and hot sauce. Yeah, Boosted Flames. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel today, but doing pretty good. Screaming Eagle, we were just choking. I know, you guys just being some hooligans. WC, bring the Stetson back. Only for special occasions. I'm reading through the chat and I got stuff like, Guessum says, post the gif of him having sex and I will be impressed. And Astro Hammer says, what, you think Jeff knows where he lives? What am I supposed to do with that, okay? No, I don't know where he lives. I can't even say his last name out loud without my furniture floating. Just saying. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom to you. Lisa, happy freedom to you. Punk Zelenskyy, yeah. Says he's willing to play ball now. Now watch Putin's not agree to the ceasefire. What's up, Christine? Happy freedom to you. Pesky. Telling jokes in the chat. What's up, Phillips? Happy freedom. What's up, Agent O? Tactical. I bet his name's Bob. No, it's not. It's Nick something. DP, Putin is not going to agree because Moscow was attacked the other night before the agreement. I'm kind of wondering if he's, going to want to keep the stuff going too. I don't know what his incentive is to stop. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Guess some you lift, bro? See, just stop it. All right, we're going to go ahead and move forward here. I will keep this pulled up, so if President Trump blesses us with his presence, he will take priority. But until then, we're going to get into this next video. Like I said, this is Zelenskyy grateful for Trump's peace deal. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live like we got coming up. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this pulled up really quick. Talk about how Zelenskyy's a little girl. Oh my God, YouTube, you just killing me with the damn buffering. Do the thing. Fucking trash platform. Okay. Anyways, like I said, this is titled Zelenskyy grateful for Trump's peace deal. Hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
An offer that the Ukrainians have accepted, which is to enter into a ceasefire and into immediate negotiations to end this conflict in a way that's enduring and sustainable and accounts for their interests, their security, their ability to prosper as a nation. We'll take this offer now to the Russians, and we hope that they'll say yes, to peace. The ball's now in their court. But again, the president's objective here is, number one, above everything else, he wants the war to end. And I think today Ukraine has taken a concrete step in that regard. We hope the Russians will reciprocate.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio earlier today announcing that Ukraine has agreed to a conditional 30-day ceasefire after he and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz met with a Ukrainian delegation in Saudi Arabia. As part of the agreement, the U.S. will immediately lift the pause on intelligence sharing with Ukraine and resume security assistance to the country. Both sides have also agreed to come up with a deal on mineral resources as soon as possible. Matthew Foldy, do you think Russia's...
Okay, let me get this Trump live pulled back up here. There we go. Well, Zelenskyy has accepted the deal, and like they were saying, just waiting to see if Putin's going to agree to it, and I just don't think he's going to. I don't know what his incentive would be, but we'll see. Now, apparently, we're going to start sharing classified information with Ukraine again, which we stopped after Zelenskyy was kicked out of the Oval Office. Now, what if this was just a ploy to be able to get access to the classified information? Like, what if they decide to pull out of this ceasefire deal that they're trying to get in right now? Like, after they get the information. That was the first thing I thought of when I watched that video. What if it's just trying to get access to information? Because last week, or maybe it was the week before, Zelenskyy wasn't interested in a ceasefire. He wanted agreements. He wanted bullet points. He wanted 5 bullet points of what Russia was willing to provide the Ukraine as far as peace goes. Now all of a sudden he's ready for the ceasefire. We'll see how it goes. I assume we're going to have more follow-ups on that topic. Next up, Mohammed Khalil arrested Palestinian activist to appear in court hearing. I think today was his day in court. Protesters are really mad because they're trying to say that he was just using his First Amendment right because he has a green card, so he has citizen rights like all of us. But screaming death to America and being pro-Hamas and all of that is not really listed under free speech, right? So they're sympathizing with terrorists, and they're vandalizing and stuff. But when they're saying death to America or kill Christians or any of that kind of stuff, that's out of free speech. When you're doing a call to action, when you're telling people to be violent in the streets, that is the limitations of your free speech. You cannot do that. And he's finding out the hard way, but all the lefties, well, they think that Republicans are just being racist. And that's why they're going after him, because, well, they're a bunch of racists. Anyways, that's coming up next if President Trump doesn't walk out on stage soon. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Zelenskyy supposedly being grateful for the ceasefire deal, and we'll see if Putin actually agrees to it. Sam, they cry about a terrorist. Yeah, exactly. Looks badass, Matt. Russell, I like Rubio, but he looks like he's 12. Yeah, he does. He seems like he's doing all right now, though. I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about him. Not about, anything he's done recently. Josh 1776. Zelenskyy is just saying shit to try and not lose when the election happens. Could be. I wonder when they're going to try and do their election. Kevin, the information is targeting data so they can use the missiles that we gave them. Yeah, I totally believe that, Kevin. Status quo, happy freedom to you. Z, grateful for ceasefire, though he's not earned weapons aid. Yeah, like I said, I assume we're going to have a follow-up with this. Probably in a couple days, if not tomorrow. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, Putin's been hitting him really hard. Not sure without more troops that he can keep fighting much longer. Well, maybe that'll be incentive for him to take the ceasefire. Pumpkin, I don't trust Zelenskyy. I don't either. Told to care, I wouldn't trust Zelenskyy. See, I think we're all on the same page here. Oh, hold on a second. I think we're doing the thing. Moments ago. Shit. Hold on. Let me see really quick.
Time ago. To Christianity. So quite the life there from St. Patrick. Let's go to a couple other people that are at the Oval Office, including one of the greatest leaders of all time, President Donald Trump, and the leader of Ireland, Michael Martin, the Prime Minister of Ireland, moments ago.
Okay, I do not think this is live. Obviously this isn't live. I don't think this is what we're waiting for. We're supposed to be waiting on President Trump participates in a St. Patrick's Day reception with Taoiseach Search of Ireland, which I know that's not how you say that, but that's how it's wrote. So anyways, this must be from earlier where they did their bilateral meeting. They took questions from the press and all of that. This does not look like a reception to me. So I assume that they're just trying to fill the time right now until President Trump is ready for the reception. Josh 1776. I don't know why X gets the video so much earlier. It's because the White House is giving all the videos and the feeds and all of that stuff to influencers that are only on X. That's what I bitch about every day. Like, it shouldn't be done that way. The White House should release press from their website. That way everyone can go to one place and understand everything that's coming out of the White House. But instead, they give it to these so-called influencers, and then they just kind of slow drip the information that they have. But, like we were just doing, we had to figure out, is this live? Is this from earlier? Is this what we're waiting on? Is it not what we're waiting on? It shouldn't be a confusing process to understand what information is coming out of the White House. Like, that shit should be straightforward. What's up, Dabs? Happy freedom to you. WC, I'm about 45 minutes away from Right Side Broadcasting headquarters. I didn't realize they had a headquarters. Is it in Florida? For some reason, I feel like it's in Florida. Ghostly, I think the Ukraine is stalling to get the EU involved. It could be. He's spent a lot of time over there talking to the people of UK. I mean, he's been going from country to country to country begging for help. Shroomish, he's giving it to Elon first to bump up his views. The thing is Elon's not releasing any content. It's just random people on X that are releasing content, and they just do little clips here and there. It's messy. It shouldn't. The White House press shouldn't be handled this way. What's up, Susan? Happy freedom to you. Lisa, what's he saying? He had a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister of Ireland earlier today. It lasted for about 50 minutes. What they're going to do is they're going to try and fill up 50 minutes worth of time showing this, and then probably abruptly end this and then put the live up. You know what? Just because people are going to be showing up while this is happening, I don't want people screaming at me, hey, it's muted, we can't hear him. If they actually show it live, we'll put them on the screen. What's up, Kelly? Happy freedom to you. Janet, Right Side Broadcasting is in Auburn, Alabama. Thank you for letting me know. Kelly, my mic is cutting in and out. Are you hooligans hearing my mic cut in and out? Hopefully not, because that should not be happening. I'm Janet. That was way earlier today. Yeah, that's what I thought. Weird. I wonder if anybody else is experiencing this. Josh 1776, you're fine. Thank you for letting me know. Puff and Stuff, all good. Shroomish, nah. Shroomish, X is owned by Elon. Yeah, I mean, that it's true. It is good for Elon's platform, but the White House doesn't come out and say, hey, go join X so you can get the latest news from the White House. You know, but if that's how it's going to be, then they should make an announcement like that. Pumpkin, all good here. Guess no sound issues. Thank you, Hooligans, for the response. Snooks, audio's fine. Thank you, Hooligans. Yeah, Kelly, I think it's on your end. Turbo, your mic only cuts out when you're not talking. Or unless I mute myself. But not today. It hasn't happened today. Thank you, Matt Rogers. I appreciate all of you hooligans. Thank you. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, AKA? Do you think they're doing this, doing it this way to cause harm to the legacy media outlets? Probably. I bet the White House is trying to use influencers, especially people on X, to get the press out as a way to undermine mainstream media. It definitely could be that way, but I feel like there's better ways to go about it, because what's the loss here? The American people don't get to hear what's happening from the White House, right? Like I said, there's never been a major announcement saying that if you want news about the White House, you have to join X. There hasn't been anything like that. So imagine you're a normie with a regular job, you don't watch the news every day, and the president makes an announcement. But the White House doesn't show it. They don't have anything on their website showing it, and you got to just figure it out. No one's telling you what to do or how to do it. You got to just figure it out. Well, you might not have an account on X. You hear that's for right-wing extremists. You don't have an account on Blue Sky because that's for left-wing extremists. So you don't pay attention to that shit. So you watch on YouTube. Well, then all of a sudden these lives start popping up. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess the president's going live. So you click on it and you go there. Well, then in the corner it says previously aired or happened moments ago or earlier today. And you go, oh, this ain't live. And you scroll away from it. And so now you don't get to hear from the president because there's no direct source to get a credible feed of the president speaking. That's a problem, because they're supposed to be addressing the American people. That's not happening. It's only for the people on X and people like me that share content from all platforms. And it shouldn't be that way. It's the White House. They should be addressing all American people in an official capacity, not just handing off clips to influencers. So yeah, it is. I think it is a big middle finger to the mainstream media, which is good because they're a bunch of lying bastards. But I don't feel like this is real transparency. I just don't. Sam, that's your car? That thing is styling. Is it a 350Z? Anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and get into this next video here because they're still showing this clip from earlier today. Like I said, it is 50 minutes long, that clip they're playing right now. So I'll keep an eye on it. Either they're going to play the whole 50 minutes and President Trump still won't be out on stage, or they're going to just abruptly cut it and just put him on live. And so, like I said, I got this pulled up. I'm seeing it on my peripherals. And so if President Trump actually steps on stage, even if we're in the middle of a video, we're going to cut it short and we're going to put him on stage. So you're not going to miss anything. But until he does get on stage, this next one's titled Mahmoud Khalil Arrested, not prostitute, Palestinian activist, close. Palestinian activist to appear in court hearing. Now, I don't know if this is going to turn into like a George Floyd situation or what, because there is a lot of people who are upset about this, but a lot of them are also being misled. They think this is a freedom of speech issue, and it's really the fact that they're sympathizing with terrorists. That's the real issue. But the lefties ain't going to, put it like that. Do you see this crap? Every video I put up, YouTube is doing this goofy ass buffering. Can't stand it. Look, I got to just sit here and just wait for this shit. Come on, YouTube, you suck. You suck. Do a better job. Doge should cut you bastards. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this pulled up since it decided to come to work today. Okay, so they have switched screens over here. It looks like they are moments away from showing the St. Patrick's Day reception. We're going to go ahead and play this. But like I said, if President Trump walks on stage, we're flipping screens. He's got full priority. But until then, we're going to try and get into this. This is Mahmoud Khalil arrested, Palestinian activist to appear in court or at court hearing. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Protests kicking up in New York City and across campuses nationwide on Tuesday, demanding the release of Mahmoud Khalil. His ICE arrest will be under the microscope in just a few hours from now, as a court hears arguments alleging that he was wrongly detained for his role in Columbia University's chaotic protests last year. News Nation's Alicia Nieves has the latest from New York this morning. Alicia, what are we expecting from that judge and from court today?
Yeah, good morning, Marky. Well, first, we expect this to actually be the first challenge to President Trump's executive order on anti-Semitism at college campuses across the country, and notably using what his administration deems as anti-Semitism as a reason for deportation. We know the hearing is going to start today at 11:30 a.m., and it's going to be the first time the court is really going to address this Columbia University student's habeas corpus, a petition. That's basically a petition asking the court to deem if this arrest or detention, is justified, is actually lawful. Lawyers for Mahmoud Khalil do contend that this is not lawful, that this violates his First Amendment right to free speech and the Due Process Clause of the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Now, the 30-year-old was detained, we know, by ICE agents on Saturday at his Columbia University-owned residence on campus. ICE agents said that his student visa was revoked under Trump's executive order, but when he showed them that he's actually not here on a student visa, rather he is a legal permanent resident with a green card, they said that was also revoked. Now, we know Khalil was a figurehead at one of the most visible activists at pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University last year. And the Department of Homeland Security is now accusing Khalil of, quote, leading activities aligned to Hamas and a designated terrorist organization, not providing, though, evidence of that just yet. It'll be interesting to see if we get any of that in court today. But because of that, and in accordance with the president's executive order, DHS has taken these steps to revoke his permanent residence status.
This administration is not going to tolerate individuals having the privilege of studying in our country and then siding with pro-terrorist organizations that have killed Americans. We have a zero tolerance policy for siding with terrorists, period.
And we do know that DHS can initiate a deportation proceedings on someone with a green card here for any criminal activity, including that related to supporting any terrorist organizations. But according to immigration experts, it's really unprecedented to have someone with a green card detained and initiate deportation proceedings without actually being charged with any criminal activity so far. So at this point, it'll be interesting to see what the courts determine today. But we do know President Trump is standing firm on this and saying this is actually potentially the first of many incidents like this in deportations. Marky.
Could be stunning, the precedent that this could set. All right, Alicia Nieves will be watching closely at 11:30 Eastern time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, Mohammed, I think he's going to get deported. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Anyways, like I said, the reception is now on the screen. We're going to sit here and wait for President Trump. Of course, we're going to read through the chat. But next up we have, after President Trump is done speaking, more Trump, titled Education Department will probably see more cuts than any other part of the federal government. Like I said, we'll play that most likely after he's done speaking. I'm sure it's only a couple minutes out before President Trump enters the room. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put this on. But either way, Mohammed Khalil, I think he should be deported. I think if you're going to sympathize with terrorists and be screaming death to America and stuff like that, you deserve to have your green card revoked. Now, if you're a natural born American, then probably should be investigated into your ties with Hamas. If you care so damn much about the terrorist group, then there's chances that you're making steps to either join them or aid them in some sort of fashion. It's really weird because we covered, before this whole pro-Hamas protester stuff started, we were covering a 17-year-old that was on the dark web or something like that, and he got asked if he wanted to join ISIS, and he said yes. And so they gave him a task to go complete. He had to go scope out some place or do some preparation for a hit to prove his loyalty to ISIS. Well, the people who were giving him orders were actually FBI agents. And so they watched him complete the task where he didn't hurt anybody. He more or less gathered supplies and reconnaissance and stuff like that. And when he did complete the task, they went and arrested him and stuck his face all over the news as an ISIS sympathizer, claiming that he was willing to join ISIS. And now he's facing federal charges and stuff for domestic terrorism as participating in their agenda. Okay, so these people are pro-Hamas. Why is this any different? If they're out there saying death to America and they're saying that, they support Hamas and the things that Hamas does, they dress up like them, they use the same phrasing and all of that, why would those people not be held accountable in the same way? They could be either trying to join Hamas or aiding Hamas. Why are they not being investigated? It's like if they were doing ISIS, they'd be investigated, but because it's Hamas, they're not going to investigate them. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, like I said, most likely President Trump is going to be walking out on stage at any moment. When he does, we'll put him on the full screen. But until then, we're going to go ahead and read through the chat. And like I said, afterwards, we got Department of Education coming up. You bigot. I didn't even do anything. I didn't do nothing. Holy. I broke the law today. I didn't wear green. It's not St. Patrick's Day today, right? It's not. What day is St. Patrick's Day? It's on Monday, ain't it? March 17th. Yeah, we got 5 days. We're okay, Russell. We're okay. You almost got me. I got it all planned out. What I'm wearing on St. Patrick's Day. Cassie J. In China, they punish Muslims by making them work at pork production plants. That sounds terrible. Holy. Yeah, Sam, I bet it is fun. I've never even heard of a 370. I didn't know there was a 370Z. I'm going to be Googling it. I'm going to tell WMM too. He's a big car guy. Thank you, Hooligans, for letting me know. Yeah, the 17th. Appeal to Evan. White House notification just came on just now on Rumble. Awesome. So I imagine at any moment now, President Trump will be taking the stage. Space Baby is just a resident, not a citizen. Yeah, he's got a green card. Well, I don't know. I don't know. If he had a green card, that makes him a citizen, doesn't it? He wasn't born here, but he migrated here. Well, temporarily. He did until he went out into the world and did that. What's up, Space Baby? Happy freedom to you. WC, you should sell Hooligan chapstick. I have thought about it, but I don't know how to get the job done. There was a hooligan that was trying to put me on to a store or a shop here in Michigan that makes chapstick, but they wanted to like take my ideas and sell them to everybody and not give me credit for it, and I decided against that. And so I'm working on it, but I would love to. I'd love to be able to sell Hooligan chapstick. What's up, 5D? Happy freedom to you. What's up, High Plains Drifter? WC, send them all to Gaza. Yeah, I mean, if they hate it here so much, give them a free ticket to Gaza. Space Baby, just buy chapstick and make your own labels. Nah, I like to do things a little bit more official than that. If all else fails, I'll take that route. Ghostly, green card is not citizenship. It's just a legal way to live here. Thank you for letting me know, Ghostly. Metalmouth, the voice of Space Ghost, passed away a few days ago. Yeah, we ended up covering it somehow. I can't remember. I think somebody posted it in the chat and we Googled it. What's up, home of? Happy freedom to you. My buddy crashed a 300ZX into a wall after I rolled my Blazer. Karma's a bitch. That's rough. That is rough stuff. What's up, Corn Pop? Happy freedom to you. Steve S. Make citizens great again. Yep. Magic Moon, fuck around and find out. Yeah, he's finding out all right. But his buddies there at Columbia University, they're all mad. They were in the streets, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, and we showed it for a little bit. There was quite a few people in the streets, but they weren't doing anything. They were just walking off those cheeseburgers, all that riot pizza they've been eating. Zero, Biden's in the chat? Yeah, over on YouTube. What's up, Bobo? Happy freedom to you. Shroomish. Damn, that's sad. I never liked the show, but I remember that way back. Yeah, Shroomish, that's how I was too. I never watched Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I mean, I'd see it when I was going to sleep before I had school the next day. I never really watched it, but I do remember all the characters and stuff. Any minute now, I'm sure President Trump's going to be walking out. Hill, Jill must have let him off the leash. I don't know. Jill is like the only one we haven't heard. We haven't heard anything about Jill. We heard that Hunter's broke. We covered that a couple days ago. We know Biden got some sort of publicity team from Hollywood, like a publicity agent or something, like he's going to be in TV shows and movies and stuff. Haven't heard anything about Jill Handler in a long time. Let me see here. This next one's like 4 minutes long. Maybe. Why are they all got orange barrettes? For the Orange Eagle? Is that what it is? In support of the Orange Eagle, they're all going to wear orange in their hair. Actually, I think they all got uniforms on too. Basically, Hill. J-Dog, you used to watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast? I don't remember why I didn't really enjoy watching it. I think what they were talking about was above my head at the time. I just remember like not really being able to relate to what they were saying on that show. Swedish House, Biden will play the new James Bond. Well, I might actually watch it if that's the case. I have never seen a James Bond movie. I've played GoldenEye on 64. I've never seen a James Bond movie. Any, the old ones or the new ones. But if Biden played, I mean, I'd have to go check it out, I suppose. Well, it looks like they're doing the hokey pokey, trying to figure things out. We could move on to this next video here while they get their ducks in a row. This next one is President Trump. It's titled, Education Department will probably see more cuts than any part of the federal government. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, maybe if YouTube wants to work today, do the thing. Come on, you piece of shit.
Okay.
There we go. Anyways, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that you should go check out the Only Hooligan shop for cool custom hooligan items. Alistair made the hooligan shop for us as a way for us to get away from third-party people, because if you've ordered merch, you've probably noticed that sometimes it takes a while to get your merch, and I don't have control over that. So Alistair went and created this Only Hooligan shop, and everything on the shop is created by Alistair, so we don't have to deal with third-party people. And anything you purchase from the Only Hooligan shop, it does contribute to me, Alistair, and the live and keeping things running. So definitely go check out the Only Hooligan shop for cool custom hooligan items. Like I said, we're going to get into this next video. If President Trump decides to walk out, we will go ahead and put him on the screen. But we're pretty much watching Trump no matter what. This next one's titled, once again, Education Department will probably see more cuts than any other part of the federal government. Now hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Okay. Are you going to retaliate to the EU retaliation?
Education, sir, would you describe for us, is this meeting your vision by cutting about half the workforce? And what responsibility do you feel to the civil servants who have now lost their jobs? Many of them worked at the Department of Education during the first term.
Sure, I do. I feel very badly, and but many of them don't work at all. Many of them never showed up to work. Many of them never showed up to work, Kelly, and unfortunately, and that's not good. And when we cut, you know, we go, and that's what I had a number of meetings with a lot of people over the last couple of months. When we cut, we want to cut, but we want to cut the people that aren't working or not doing a good job. We're keeping the best people, and Linda McMahon is a real professional, actually a very sophisticated business person, and she cut a large number, but she kept the best people. And we'll see how it all works out. But our country was run very badly. I mean, whether it was that or contracts that were signed that was so bad, so obviously bad, and I go through them in speeches. I could go through them all day long. I could read for billions and hundreds of billions of dollars And all of that fat and waste and fraud and abuse is being taken out.
All right. President Trump is walking out on stage.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great honor. Great people. A lot of Irish friends right there. A lot of very, very good Irish friends. But thank you all for being here. Even though it's still a few days away, I want to be the first to wish each and every one of you a very happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a big day. And as a lifelong New Yorker, nobody knows the Irish better than me. I know too much about the Irish. So let me begin by saying I really do. I love the Irish. I've had great, great friends over the years, and I love the Irish, special people. And I've been to Ireland many times. I have a lot of property in Ireland, actually, and it does very well, so I like it. If it didn't do well, I wouldn't like it. But I'm always struck by the awesome beauty of the Emerald Isle and the strength and warmth and grit and grace of the Irish people. Very few people can compare. Today we're delighted to welcome Taoiseach Micheál Martin, a very special man doing incredibly well and very popular, and his beautiful wife, Mary. And I want to thank you both for being here. The first official visit to the White House, so thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to extend a special welcome to Ireland's ambassador to the United States, Geraldine Boom. And you, where are you, Geraldine? There you are, Geraldine Byrne Nation. And you're going to be working with this gentleman right here. He's a very great golfer, one of the best golfers that you'll ever see. He'll be playing golf all day long he'll take clients out to play golf, but he's won many, many club championships. And Ed Walsh, congratulations. Great, great. It's going to be great. We're grateful also to be joined by the members and many members of our cabinet, proud Irish Americans, Sean Duffy and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Where's Robert F. and Sean? Hi, Bobby. I knew that, let's see, Duffy we knew and Kennedy we knew. Some of you I wasn't as sure. Pam Bondi, I don't know. Are you Irish? Are you Irish? I don't know, with that name, I can't figure that out. She's doing a hell of a job, I'll tell you. That Attorney General Pam Bondi, Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright. And you're doing a good job. You see the oil is going down. It's going down. $65 a barrel today. You're doing better than I even thought, because everything else is going to be coming down with it. All those expensive goods that you had to suffer with for 4 years are all coming down. Energy leads the way. Thank you. Good job you're doing with our friend, right? HUD Secretary Scott Turner. You're not Irish, Scott. Where's Scott? Give me a break, Scott. You know, I want to be politically correct and not mention it, but I'm going to say, how much Irish do you have in you, Sean? I don't know. He said 0. That's right. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins. Thank you, Doug. You're Irish. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin. He's one of the most important guys. He's going to get those approvals. A nuclear power plant will take less than 2 weeks to get approved, right, Lee? They used to take 15 years. We're going to do it in a couple of weeks. U.S. Trade Representatives Jamieson Greer. Where are you, Jamieson? Jamieson Greer. Thank you, Jamieson. And I also, there's a very special man here that I've been watching a long time. One of the greatest dancers ever in the world. Michael Flatley is around here someplace. There's nobody like this guy. Great, Michael. I've watched him, Radio City. I've watched you a lot, Michael. His feet, the way they moved. I don't know how the hell you do it. Can you still dance like that, or is Father Time caught up? You know, Father Time has never lost. You know that, right? But you're doing great. You look fantastic. Also with us are Representatives John McGuire. John. Hi, John. Good. Bill Heisinger. Bill, thank you. Ronnie Jackson, Doc Ronnie as I call him, even though he's a congressman. Special guy. John Joyce. John. Thank you, John. David Joyce. David, thank you. And Guy Resenshaw. You know that Resenshaw. That's actually the way you pronounce it, you know. Nobody else gets it right. I got it right, but it's a hell of a name. Despite that, he's very successful at what he does, which is politics. And he's a great guy. Thank you, Guy. We have come together to this beautiful White House this evening for the annual Shamrock Ceremony, a living symbol of the long and unique friendship between Americans and the Irish. And we're always going to have that friendship, just like we have a great friendship. We'll always have that very special friendship. This wonderful tradition dates back to 1952, when the first Irish ambassador to the United States sent President Truman a box of shamrocks as a gesture of goodwill. You hear that, Walsh? The first. You're not the first. You're, I don't know what you are. What number are you? Do you have any idea? It's been a long time, right? Let's see. I could figure it out pretty easily. The bond between our nations is the old America itself, and it is as old as our country. So many Irish volunteers risked their lives in the American Revolution, and George Washington described Ireland as, quote, the friend of my country in my country's most friendless day, meaning Ireland stuck with us when we were not doing so well, when it was looking pretty bad. Irish heritage gave us the boldness of Andrew Jackson. I didn't know Andrew Jackson was Irish. The brilliance of F. Scott Fitzgerald, Henry Ford, and Walt Disney, and the leadership of the late, great President Ronald Reagan. It was men and women of Irish descent who built the hallowed halls of Notre Dame University. Notre Dame is great. What a great place. The legend of the Boston Red Sox and the golden arches of McDonald's. That's right. Today, 1 in every 10 Americans trace their roots back to the old country. We're discussing, we have 5 million people living in Ireland, but we have 35 million people living here, right, of Irish descent. That's a pretty interesting statistic. I was looking at all these great dancers over here. You are very beautiful. Are you all great dancers, right? Look at that. Young, great dancers. Wow. That's great. Did you perform for the group before? Because I heard somebody was doing really fantastic. They said these people are fantastic. I didn't get to see you. Do you want to do it again? Well, we might have them do it again. I heard you did a fantastic job. Thank you. As we celebrate Irish American Heritage Month, we're grateful to be joined by hundreds of these proud patriots right here today. And I know them from personal experience that many of the people that we have here, they're just fierce. They have fierce Irish flame. We call it, you never give up. You never, ever give up. Oh, I even see Don. Hello, Don. You are definitely Irish, Don McGann. You are definitely an Irishman. There's no question about that. But you never give up. We will never give up ever, right? For the young ones, ever. Because you never know what's going to happen, you know? Just a little bit more effort and you get there. Look at what happened to me. A lot of people said this was not a possibility. They said that was going to be a tough race, and we won in a landslide, and let's keep it that way, right? And we're having a great time bringing our country back and bringing it back at a level that people had no idea was going to take place this rapidly, this quickly. And a lot of our great people that are secretaries and the people working in the administration are here, and they're doing a fantastic job. So I want to thank all of you. 5 blocks east of where we are today, that spirit once helped save the very heart of the city's Irish American community. You all know about it. During the War of 1812, British forces rampaged through the streets of Washington, burning every building in their path. Every single building was being burned down. Almost everyone fled, but not Father William Matthews of St. Patrick's Church, which was built to serve the Irish workers who came to build the Capitol and the White House. They were building the White House, and they formed a great bond. And they were doing the pretty important buildings, the White House and the Capitol. I would say that's about as good as it gets. As the fire spread, the priest and the group of his parishioners said that we're just going to have to barricade ourselves in. We're going to have to do something because it's really bad. It's really dangerous in here. And inside the church, they climbed to the roof, armed with only buckets of water. That's the only thing they had. And the other thing they had was faith in God. They had a big faith in God. They said, God will never do this to us. Risking their lives, they defended the church, and more than 2 centuries later, St. Patrick still stands as a beautiful testament to their incredible resolve and bravery, and the patron saint of the Emerald Isle, and that's what it is, St. Patrick. So we have St. Patrick's Day, and we remember their courage, and we honor the bravery of countless Irish Americans who have kept our country safe, strong, prosperous, and free. And I made a little talk with my friend right behind me before at the Capitol, and they gave me one statistic that they don't have here. I thought it was an amazing statistic. 50% of the people that won the Congressional Medal of Honor were Irish. Can you imagine? And I want to check on that, because that sounds to me, it's just that. I want to, Pam, would you please have that investigated? Because how is that possible? Seriously, how is that possible? I was very surprised to see that, Mary. Would you agree that that's possible? With the Irish, anything? With the Irish? Now, think of it. The Congressional Medal of Honor is the highest award you can get in this country. And 50%, well, they also have the Presidential Medal of Freedom. But I will say the Presidential Medal of Freedom, it's much easier to, I mean, you get it for achievement in something, but you don't have to take many, many bullets, although there has been one bullet that was, not too good. I'm the only one, the presidential, that got that. But think of that, 50% of the people that received the Congressional Medal of Honor had Irish heritage and were involved in some form with the Irish, and that's pretty good. That's a pretty big statement. In closing, I want to remember one more Irish-American patriot our nation lost this week. In 1979, Anthony R. Dolan, some of you know that name, a lot of the people that work in the White House know it very well, became the youngest ever Pulitzer Prize winner for his reporting on government corruption in Stamford, Connecticut. In 1981, he became the chief speechwriter to President Reagan, whom he served for 8 years. That's a long time. That's the full time, 8 years, coining the phrase evil empire. That was his word. That's a very famous, if people aren't here, the evil empire was a very profound statement. Tony served as a White House advisor throughout my first term, and most recently was a special assistant to President on domestic policy and the Domestic Policy Council. He passed away early Monday morning, and his family is devastated, to be honest. They're devastated. A couple of the family members are here, but they're devastated. He was a great person, a great, brilliant writer, and so he will be very greatly missed. And Tony is looking down on us right now, and he was so proud of what he did and his heritage. He was so proud of his heritage. So I want to thank him and his family for the incredible job they did. Once again, let me wish everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day. And with that, I would like to ask Taoiseach Martin to say a few words. He's a very, very special man in Ireland. As you probably know, he's a very popular guy, which is not easy in Ireland. And it's an honor to have both Mary and Michael here with us, because we really, we've gotten to know each other very well, and they're great people. Thank you very much, everybody.
He's got leaves in his pocket.
Distinguished guests, it is a singular honour to represent the people of Ireland as we gather to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The time-honoured tradition of the Shamrock Bowl ceremony is an important moment to reflect upon the relationship between our two countries. Mr. President, as you said on an earlier St. Patrick's Day, and I quote, "Through trial and triumph, ups and downs, thick and thin, the extraordinary Irish people have stood by America's side, and America will always stand by theirs." Our peoples have stood side by side for a long time, and next year the United States marks the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Of the 56 signatories of that historic document, 3 were born on the island of Ireland, and many others were of Irish descent. Since then, Irish America has been at the heart of shaping this great nation. The ideals of liberty, democracy and equality of opportunity forged in this country did much to inspire Irish independence. Our histories are interconnected because our people are interconnected. Today, as the President has said, more than 30 million people claim Irish ancestry in the United States. Those who came to America seeking refuge from poverty and hunger at home worked hard. They helped build the railroads that connected this country and the skylines that defined it. Others served their communities and their adopted home as firefighters, teachers, nurses, doctors, policemen and soldiers. Irish people can now be found in almost every industry and community across the United States. Mr. President, Irish Americans have lived the American dream. I saw that for myself earlier this week in the great state of Texas, where I met Governor Greg Abbott, attended South by Southwest and learned about exciting economic opportunities that abound in the Lone Star State. I met with Texan-based companies using Ireland as a gateway into the European market, as well as the Irish companies investing in and buying from Texas. All across the United States, men and women go to work every morning in Irish-owned companies. These companies play a key role in the US economy, operating in every sector, in every state. Some of your great American manufacturing companies count Irish buyers as their top client, with order books worth many billions of dollars supporting the jobs of thousands of fantastic American workers. Ireland is now in the top 10 as a source of foreign direct investment in the United States. Not bad for a small island. Ireland likes to trade with the United States, and the United States likes to do business with Ireland because we are strong and reliable partners. Mr. President, let's do even more and better together. In the past, Irish labourers came to help build the new republic, the beacon on the hill. They even built this beautiful White House. They built the roads and the railroads that made this mighty union possible. Today, Irish companies are building the infrastructure connecting the United States in the 21st century. Throughout our great shared history, Ireland has played a role in bringing America closer. In doing so, we've been proud to help make this country great. Mr. President, American companies continue to invest in Ireland, where our access to the European market, talented workforce and consistent and stable business environment makes us one of the best places in the world to do business. And just like our peoples and cultures, our economies are deeply interconnected. Investment in Ireland helps American companies sell their products across the world. Our island is home to a people with an outward perspective, generations of whom have looked to the United States for opportunity and inspiration. We've built prosperity through free and fair trade with partners all over the world, and particularly here in these United States. Let us continue to build on that foundation, bringing ever-growing prosperity to both our great peoples. Let us continue to work together to make sure that we maintain that mutually beneficial two-way economic relationship that has allowed innovation and creativity and prosperity to thrive. Mr. President, on St. Patrick's Day in 1981, in this House, President Ronald Reagan spoke of a just and peaceful solution to the conflict in Northern Ireland. And that was the start of an extraordinary journey. 17 years later, after enormous effort and commitment and dialogue and disagreement and sheer perseverance, we signed the Good Friday Agreement. We signed a just and lasting peace into being. And the United States of America was at the very centre of that magical moment of hope and inspiration. Successive presidents, Republican and Democrat, cared enough to put in the late nights, the persuading, the cajoling, the negotiating, the encouraging, the influencing. And Mr. President, 3,720 people were killed in that conflict and close to 50,000 people were injured. In per capita terms, that's many millions of Americans. And just imagine that for a moment in terms of the scale of what happened. It was the support of the United States of America that was essential in bringing that to an end. One of the greatest achievements of American foreign policy, with heartfelt commitment from both sides of the aisle. The story of peace in Ireland is one that we wrote together. We know building peace is a difficult and painstaking task, but when the mighty United States of America puts its shoulder to the wheel, there is no mountain it cannot move. Mr. President, I welcome the unrelenting focus and energy you have brought to the search for peace in Ukraine and in the Middle East since your first days in office. In my view, there is nothing more noble, President, than the pursuit of peace, and this is what you are doing. Ireland is ready to work with you and our international partners to end conflict and especially to bring just, lasting and sustainable peace to the people of Ukraine and the people of the Middle East. Conflict and war hurt the most vulnerable. Too many children in particular have died in Gaza, in Israel, in Sudan, and too many children have been abducted in Ukraine. Let us together never cease to strive for peace, prosperity and opportunity for all the world's children. That would be an extraordinary achievement for the transatlantic relationship and an extraordinary legacy for the ages. Mr. President, County Clare is one of the most beautiful places on this earth. And Doonbeg is one of its finest jewels. One of Ireland's finest poets, and we've had a few, as you know, wrote of the beauty of County Clare along the flaggy shore in September or October, when the wind and the light are working off each other. And Heaney wrote of how Ireland can catch the heart off guard and blow it open. I have been to that part of Clare, and I know that that is true. Mr. President, I hope that we can welcome you to Ireland soon to catch your own heart off guard. You know better than anyone the beauty of Doonbeg, a place that would take anyone's breath away. Gorv míle amahagut, banachti na féle podrig oruv galer. Thank you very much indeed, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Thank you. Time-honoured tradition, I'm going to present the bowl of shamrock to President Trump.
They gifted the White House some Irish skunk weed. It's good stuff. The Prime Minister stuck a little in his pocket there, called it a day.
You're looking live at.
All right, so there was President Trump live, which is nice because we can't always capture them live. Either way, it was a nice little event there. It was the St. Patrick's Day reception with whatever that word is. I wrote it in the chat. I don't know what the hell it is. Taoiseach of Ireland? I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, nice little event there. I don't know why they didn't do that on St. Patrick's Day, though. Like, why do it today? St. Patrick's Day is not for another 5 days. I don't really understand that, but that's okay. Anyways, we're going to get back into the video that we were watching before President Trump had stepped out on stage. Once again, this is titled, Education Department will probably see more cuts than any part of federal government. Let's go ahead and get into this, and afterwards we'll read through the chat.
Okay.
Are you going to retaliate to the EU retaliation? Education, sir, would you describe for us is this meeting your vision by cutting about half the workforce, and what responsibility do you feel to the civil servants who have now lost their jobs? Many of them worked at the Department of Education during your first term.
Sure, I do. I feel very badly, and but many of them don't work at all. Many of them never showed up to work. Many of them never showed up to work, Kelly, and unfortunately, and that's not good. And when we cut, you know, we go, and that's what I had a number of meetings with a lot of people over the last couple of months. When we cut, we want to cut, but we want to cut the people that aren't working or not doing a good job. We're keeping the best people. And Linda McMahon is a real professional, actually a very sophisticated business person. And she cut a large number, but she kept the best people. And we'll see how it all works out. But our country was run very badly. I mean, whether it was that or contracts that were signed that was so bad, so obviously bad. And I go through them in speeches. I could go through them all day long. I could read for billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. And all of that fat and waste and fraud and abuse is being taken out. But it's incredible what's happened. Now, Department of Education's, maybe more so than any other place, has a lot of people that can be cut. They're, number one, not showing up to work. Number two, they're not doing a good job. And if you take a look at our education process, and if you look at the charts, because they have numerous charts where they do the top 40, we're at number 37, 38, 39, and 40. And recently they hit, during Biden's last few days, they hit last. So they were number 40, and yet we're number one in cost per pupil. So it's pretty bad. But we have a dream. And you know what the dream is? We're going to move the Department of Education. We're going to move education into the states so that the states, instead of bureaucrats working in Washington, so that the states can run education. And you have Norway, you have Denmark, you have Sweden, you have Finland, you have various countries that do very well. You also have China that does very well in education, which is a pretty big tribute to China, I must say. 1.4 billion, and they're in the top 10, and it's pretty amazing. So we can't blame size anymore. You know, normally you'd blame size. It's too big. How can you do it? But China does it. So we think when you move it back to Iowa and Indiana and all the states that run so well, there's so many, I could name 30, maybe almost 40. Those will be as good as Denmark. Those will be as good as Norway, and they'll be as good as any of these. I believe they'll be as good as any. Now, then you're going to have 10 that won't be so great. You're going to have 5 that will not be good at all, but we'll work with them and we'll get them to be good. But what we want to do is always school choice, but we're going to do school choice, and we're doing it. But we want education to be moved back where the states run education, where the parents of the children will be running education, where governors that are doing a very good job will be running education, not run. I drive through the city and I see like so many buildings, Department of Education, Department of big buildings, and by the way, they're empty. Nobody shows up to work. So I think Linda did a very good job.
All right, President Trump, that's from earlier today where he was doing the bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister of Ireland, and he decided to take questions from the press, and that was one of them. So it's only a matter of time before the Department of Education is downsized. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news. It's titled, GOP Lawmaker Abruptly Ends Hearing After Misgendering a Democratic Representative. Now, of course, this is about Tim McBride, who likes to prance around and call himself Sarah. And, well, not everybody wants to play the game, and he got his little shape-shifting feelings hurt. Actually, he had somebody try and white knight for him, try to advocate, oh, you need to refer to Tim as Mrs. So-and-so. It didn't work out, and so they called it a day. Either way, that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the Department of Education being downsized, as well as President Trump and the Prime Minister of Ireland hanging out and, well, coming to talk to us on the live. U-Hill, I'm close to quitting cigs too. You could do it, U-Hill. I smoked 2 packs a day for 7 years and quit cold turkey. I know you can do it, U-Hill. What is that, guess some? I'm scared to ask. I shouldn't even said it. Now you guys gonna write a bunch of crazy shit in the chat. Zero, states can run education better than mega fed. States know what their kids need. Yeah, Zero. It's true. Afroman. No, not really. I've been thinking about getting on. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Counter-Strike. There was another hooligan was asking me about getting on Counter-Strike. But that's it. I used to play Modern Warfare until they decided to sympathize with pedophiles, and now I don't play anything made by Activision. Non-woke Biden is Irish. He told them beans fall through the grill. Yeah, I remember that, non-woke. They didn't invite old man Walter to the party? He always talks about being Irish. Ghostly hot sauce update. Did it go well? I was not affected by the hot sauce. I survived it somehow. I thought for sure I'd be waking up today feeling kind of rough from the hot sauce and the random moonshine and all of that, but no, it was good. Fresca Bean, love the garlic language. You're talking about Gaelic? Russell was mentioning that. I don't know what Gaelic is. I guess it's something that Irish people speak, but yeah. WC is going to be back in Ireland for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, it makes sense. J-Dog, the Irish language is very complicated. Yeah, I don't know much about it. Stoner, they're always after me Lucky Charms. Nah, Stoner. I don't think that's why they came here. Happy freedom to you, Stoner. Ghostly Jeff, after reading the chat, oh Lord, y'all need Jesus. Yeah, especially after showing Nick on the screen there. I didn't know that was going to go like that when I put that on the schedule. Stoner, I love me some Newport 100s. Do they still sell those there? I don't think we have access to Newports over here. I don't know if it's a nationwide thing that they banned menthols or if it's just Michigan, but it's been years since I've seen Newports. Snooks, where'd you go eat dinner? Culver's. Went to Culver's. Happy freedom to you, Sage Pop. Stoner, I quit for about 8 months by vaping. Yeah, when I quit smoking cigarettes, there wasn't vapes and stuff like that. Not the way there is now. My biggest problem was I had to stop drinking. Because every time I drink beer, I'd want to smoke a cigarette. And so I had to stop drinking in order to stop smoking cigarettes. And then I started smoking more weed. But then once I quit cigarettes, then I didn't have to smoke weed anymore like that because I wasn't feeling stressed from the addiction anymore. Jada, Culver's Butter Burgers. I get the double Culver's Deluxe with bacon And I get it in a basket with large Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper? What's up, Cheddar Steve? Happy freedom to you. Guess I quit smoking about 15 minutes ago. Proud of you, guess Josh 1776, have you gotten the pretzel bites? No. I would like to try them though. Nope. Haven't had them. I pretty much go to a restaurant, I find what I like, and then I eat nothing but that. And I've been that way ever since I was a kid. And I don't know why. Something about I don't know. I think it's lack of structure when I was growing up. So now I want the same thing every day. So it feels reliable for some reason. I don't know. Afro Man just getting started for the day. Sophia, important question. Cheese curds or fries? Fries, because I think cheese curds is fucking gross. I think that is so gross. And I know some people like it, especially Canadians. But I'm not big into cheese curds. That stuff freaks me out. I'm going French fries all day. Freedom fries. I forgot we don't call them French fries anymore. Freedom fries. I'm going to have to blow my nose for the 1600th time today. I feel like my allergies are kicking my ass. Stern, I smoked Cools when it was hot and humid. Yeah, I've never smoked a Cool. Never before. I'm trying to think. When I was younger, we were smoking those Cheyennes because it was all we could afford, those cigarettes. I'll never forget the way that tastes. It's gross. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. Status quo. We have no Culvers in California. Holy. You guys got like Whataburger and all that stuff, though. I've never had Whataburger. I've never had Chick-fil-A. And there's a couple other ones I've never had. Never had the pleasure. What's up, Extra Bill? Happy freedom to you. What is that? Oh, my God. All right, hooligans. I'm going to have to go blow my nose, but we're going to get into this last video here. Like I said, this is about Tim McBride, who goes by Sarah, and it's the first shapeshifter to be elected to Congress. I believe they're from Colorado. It's titled GOP Lawmaker Abruptly Ends Hearing After Misgendering Democratic Representative. And like I said, this is a video of a bunch of people getting butthurt all at the same time. If YouTube would do the fucking thing. I can't stand the buffering. Jesus love us. Do better, YouTube. Anyways, like I said, some misgendering going on. It's a good time. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommiTube, and let's get into this.
Also on Capitol Hill yesterday, a House subcommittee hearing ended abruptly when a Republican congressman misgendered Democratic Representative Sarah McBride. She is the first openly transgender lawmaker in Congress. Watch.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman? Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America? Please.
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency? I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
We will continue this.
You will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
Come on, man. This hearing is adjourned.
And as you just saw there, instead of properly Introducing Representative McBride, Congressman Keith Zelle suddenly adjourned the hearing after that pushback from Democratic lawmaker Bill Keating. McBride, she took to social media after that hearing. This is what she had to say. She said, "No matter how I'm treated by some colleagues, nothing diminishes my awe and gratitude at getting to represent Delaware in Congress. It is truly the honor and privilege of a lifetime. I simply want to serve and try to make this world a better place." Meanwhile, Representative Keith Zelle also posted on X saying it is the policy of the United States to recognize two sexes, male and female.
I like how they snuck that in right at the end there. They're like, well, you know, the United States only acknowledges male and female. Yeah, so after you're done demonizing, misgendering and all of that, then you turn around and go, yeah, well, in government, they only acknowledge a dude and a woman. And he was acknowledging a dude in a dress. So really, he was justified. They provided their own answer at the end of the clip there. What a bunch of idiots. Anyways, like I said, that is all the news I had for you hooligans today. We got fun stuff coming up next. We're going to be starting off a brand new advent calendar that was sent to us by Wad. And then we got 2 funny videos of the day. All of that is coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Tim McBride. Tim McBride, we already knew that was going to be a problem because as soon as he was elected to the Congress, there was a bunch of controversy on Capitol Hill about who's going to use what bathroom and a bunch of other stupid stuff going on. Now, Nancy Mace, she got all fired up about that stuff and was standing her ground saying dudes belong in dudes' bathrooms. Now, Mike Johnson agreed. Speaker Johnson went out there and was like, that's how it's going to go on Capitol Hill. You're going to go by your assigned birth or your assigned gender at birth. If you were born a boy, you're going to use the boys' bathrooms. Now, I don't know how Tim McBride felt about that, but I think everybody else felt a little bit more reassured. Haven't heard much about Tim McBride since that happened. We know that there was a shapeshifter that approached Nancy Mace. I think he assaulted her because she was standing against Tim McBride being in the girls' bathrooms. But like I'm saying, that's about all we heard. Now Tim McBride here is, well, getting misgendered in front of God and everybody. And that's totally fine because it's really just a dude in a dress. And, well, nobody has to play those games. I know they're trying to make that way here in Michigan. You can be arrested for misgendering somebody, and I think you can be charged like $5,000 in fines and like 15 years in prison or something here in Michigan for misgendering someone. But I don't know how that works after President Trump declared that we are only acknowledging men and women. That's it. So I don't really know. But either way, we shouldn't be forced to play the game. And what happened to freedom of speech? You know, what happened to freedom of speech? They want to stand up for freedom of speech when it goes to Muhammad Khalil saying death to America. But if you call he a she, well, you're a bastard. You need to go to prison for 15 years. That doesn't make any damn sense. Anyways, like I said, reading through the chat, and we got the fun stuff coming up next. Matt Rogers, I think he shapeshifted after he was elected. I think he was campaigning on being the first shape-shifting congressman or whatever, but I'm not really sure when the transition happened. Guess I'm making pee outside. Yeah, for real. Sam, how the fuck does Delaware elect someone like that? I mean, they produced Joe Biden. Guess who the hell voted that in? A bunch of idiots, I guess. I'm really surprised that we don't have more shapeshifters in government at this point. Hey, thanks for being here, Zero. Non-woke, something only Democrats would cheer. Yep, you're right. J-Dog, the McBride person didn't even get upset. It was the bald dude who got triggered. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This guy thought he was going to be the white knight for Tim McBride. He about blew a gasket trying to tell someone else how to refer to a member of Congress. Peeled Evan, Chick-fil-A is awesome. Even their fries are yummy. See, I've never had Chick-fil-A, but I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Chick-fil-A. J-Dog, I like Nancy Mace. I do too. I like that she's all fiery. Tree herder, only 2 genders recognized. Yep, burns them up. Stoner. A cigarette after a good pee-pee touch. I mean, I guess. This is what keeps me coming back every day, is this. You know, I'm just saying. Good Lord. J-Dog, Chick-fil-A is good. Wait a minute. It's good, but it's overrated. Well, one day I might be able to try it. I don't think we got any Chick-fil-A's here. Lisa, Chick-fil-A is amazing. You don't even need teeth for the chicken. That doesn't sound good to me, but we'll see. I'm going to Google it really quick. I don't think there's a Chick-fil-A in Michigan. I could be wrong, though. There isn't anything where I live, so it could really just be 2 hours away. I wouldn't even know. There's one in Lansing. Like I just said, 2 hours away. I wouldn't even know. Yeah. Known for its signature chicken sandwich, salads, chicken nuggets, and breakfast menu. They got breakfast? Is their breakfast good? I didn't know the Chick-fil-A had breakfast, and I love breakfast. Snooks is not worth traveling to go get Chick-fil-A. It's not that good. Oh, dang. Josh 1776, there's one here in Lansing. Yeah. Chick-fil-A is the best. See, I mean, it might be worth the trip. 2 hours ain't that bad. Josh 1776, the breakfast nuggets, the breakfast bagel, spicy chicken sandwich, all of the waffle fries with sauce. You're talking me into it. You help, chicken slushy. Yeah, no. I don't want no chicken slushy. Ghostly, you're not a fan of them? What's up, Happy Finger? Happy freedom to you. Shroomish, except Chick-fil-A peach milkshake. Can't get a peach milkshake anywhere but there. I have never heard of that. That is something else. R16, you will not compel me to say something I do not believe. Absolutely, R16. Appeal to Heaven, the wife says that breakfast is the bomb. Oh, man, you guys are talking me right into it. WC Chick-fil-A is a cult. I didn't know we were all members. I hadn't even been there yet. Lisa, chicken yogurt for the old folk. Granny's sitting there at the old folks' home with an AI robot saying, let's go play checkers. And while they're just slurping on their chicken yogurt, just put me in the grave. I don't want to live like that. That is rough. That is rough. Agent O peach shake sounds good. It sounds alright. I'm not a huge fan of peach, but I've never had one. Kind of want to say that I have. What's up, J Main? Happy freedom to you. Oh, throwing my chapstick. Jesus loves this. Guess you're not a fan of Popeyes. I haven't had Popeyes in a long time. It used to be good when I didn't have to pay for it, when I was a young lad. I'm not sure if it's any good anymore. There's got to be a Popeyes near me. You mofos are making me hungry. I know. I stay hungry. Poor hair juicer. He's always at work when we're talking about food. He's sitting there just shaking his head at us. Rappy, I had the chicken bites for breakfast and it was good. Done chicken slurry. Drunk chickens. Got a slurry chicken here. Non-woke McBride is a chick with a fillet. My goodness. You've never heard news covered like this before. Well, hooligans, we're going to get into the fun stuff here. All that damn Chick-fil-A talk. Might have to drive to Lansing. Anyways, like I said, we're going to be starting a new advent calendar, and we have 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Blowing Bubbles, and our official funny video of the day is titled Hamster People. And these both are very strange videos. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from our brand new advent calendar. And this is going to make the crowd go wild. I already know this. We got this from Wad yesterday. This is 24 days of whiskey. And the numbers are all over the place. As you can see, they are not in any kind of order at all. That's part of the fun. So we're going to figure out door number 1. We're going to crack her open today and see what we get. Now, I'm not going to be drinking the damn whiskey. I know everybody's booing at me right now. But maybe on Free Speech Saturday, we might try some out. Probably during the voice chat, we're going to be trying some out. But not every damn day I open one of these, I'm going to be drinking whiskey. Day 1, let's see what we got. Let's make Wad proud here. Man, what'd we get? Oh, they're glass bottles. I didn't know that. These are actually slick. Hold on a second. Let me put this somewhere safe. I don't want to knock this over. That Boutique-y Whiskey Company. Whiskey blend, blended whiskey. What else does it say on it? Drinks by the dram. I don't know what any of this stuff means. 41% alcohol. Look at this. And it's wax. That cap is waxed. You can see a little wax dribble there. This is something. I'm tempted. I am tempted. It's a Wednesday. I probably shouldn't indulge. Plus, I don't know how to cut the wax off. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, either Friday during the voice chat we'll try some, or maybe on Free Speech Saturday we will. But either way, thank you so much, Wad. I am so excited to try this. 24 days of whiskey. Oh, gotta be buffed. Lifting these glass jars. Slick. So slick. I love this. All right, hooligans. Let's get into our funny videos. Let me get this pulled up really quick. This first one's a short one, but it's a good one.
Hey, yo,
yes. What is this over here? All right. Let me get the location moved because it's incorrect. There we go. This first one's titled Blowing Bubbles.
Hey, yo, Vern, when you were a kid, did you ever blow bubbles?
Yeah.
Well, he's back in town. I heard he's looking for you.
You nasty motherfucker.
Hey, yo, Vern.
Dang, I heard he's back in town and he's looking for you. That is a good one. I don't know who posted that. Stoner posted it. Stoner, you're the best, man. Let me see. We can get this next one pulled up here. Oh, yes, now I remember. This is it's a little bit of a long one, but it's a good one. I think you hooligans are going to really enjoy this. This is titled Hamster People.
So, did you have any pets growing up?
Yeah, I had a dog and 2 cats. How about you?
I had hamsters.
Oh, how was that?
Well, my first hamster was on the 93rd floor of the North Tower during 9/11.
It never stood a chance.
My second hamster committed seppuku after bringing dishonor on its family. My third hamster got knocked up by her brother, cannibalized all of her children, and then launched herself into the garbage disposal during a fit of insanity. But that wasn't as bad as when my fourth hamster spontaneously combusted and burned down my entire apartment building. I mean, those were all pretty bad, but it definitely could have been worse.
Worse than that?
Well, my fifth hamster was actually taken out by the cartel. I'm actually in the witness protection program because of it. My seventh hamster illegally bought an AR-15 and tried to shoot up a school and was taken out by the cops. Crazy enough, one of the ancestors of that hamster was actually on the Challenger when it exploded. Not as bad as my eighth hamster, though. She was on the Ocean Gate submersible.
What happened to the sixth hamster?
We don't talk about what happened to the sixth hamster.
Oh, God!
Damn hamster people. I didn't know. Didn't know it was so controversial. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick, drop it in all the chats, and we're going to be reading through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Hey, thank you for being here, Viola. All right, hooligans. There's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You'll have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that is a ton of fun. And you will also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chat that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Russell, you need to eat Raisin Cane's. Yeah, I've never had that either. Got a list of restaurants I need to check out. Guess now I'm effing hungry. Yep. Russell, well, bad hamsters. I think it's bad parenting. Just like dogs. There's no bad dogs. There's just bad owners. Works the same for hamsters, pretty sure. Cassie J, were these crazy hamsters from the same family? Yep, a liberal family. Russell, I've never blown bubbles. Well, you can't take it back now, Russell. Come on, man. You will take the shot or we riot. I don't even know how to open the bottle. I wanted to do it embarrassingly by myself off camera to try and figure out how to do the thing. Ooh, it was a boy, and I broke the little thing off. It's transitioned. There you go. There you go. Something for the liberals that are watching. I'll figure it out. I don't have any tools here to do this. I said, let me get a routine on how to crack these open. We'll take a shot. It's not going to happen today, though. Cassie J, Mr. Bubbles wants seconds. Must did a good job the first time. Hey, thanks for being here, Hair Juicer. Josh 1776, ask Grok. I'm going to have to. Snooks, use a sharp knife on the seal. See, I'm going to end up hurting myself. I need adult supervision. Ghostly, Cane's chicken is good, but the fries suck hard and the sauce is just spicy mayo. They're not really selling me on it, Ghostly. Appeal to have it just twisted off? I mean, probably. Let me see. You guys peer pressuring me. I don't think I can just twist it off. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, see? That was good advice. He must have done this before. Look at that. Did the thing. I did it. You guys proud of me or what? Oh, shit. Smell like Jim Beam. Who? I don't know if I could do it. Just a little sippy sip. I can't take a full drink here. I got shit I gotta do later. Cheers, hooligans. It's so spicy. I don't know why it's so spicy. I don't know what to compare it to. It's not Kessler. I'll tell you that. It's not smooth as silk. Ugh. It's spicy. I don't know why it's spicy. I should put hot sauce in it. It's not terrible. A little Dr. Pepper would go a long way with that stuff. It is strong. Oh, it woke you up, didn't it? I told you. It's strong. Ooh, Cat Daniels. Oh, It's okay. It's okay. It's your guys' fault. Holy, like I said, what the fuck is that? A dick fillet. Come on, get some. Jesus. That was too much. I just took a shot. Now I gotta look at a wiener. Good Lord. Oh, spirit fingers. It'd be okay with Dr. Pepper. It's a little rough on its own. Josh 1776. Chug. No, I couldn't chug that. I'd be throwing up. You Hill, use your freedom muscles. My wiener? Guess I'm strong. It is. It is strong. You Hill, Jeff in a half hour? No. Russell, damn, his eyes went wide. Yeah. They running away from my mouth. That's what was happening. You Hill, oh, you know what's funny? We actually do got a new shirt design that's coming out that's similar to what you're saying, You Hill. Josh 1776. Jeff working out that gut muscle. I'm trying. Boof it. No, tree herder. No. What we got? Another troll here? Hold on a second. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be, because I don't even know what the hell they're saying. Man, trolling has really gone downhill lately. Dud, me and Jim can't hang out no more. He's too mean. Last time I was drinking Jim Beam, I was like 15 years old, hanging out with my buddy Brandon. And I think I told you guys this. He was mopping it up because he was drunk and a teenager. And so he's like mopping the floor from where he threw up on the floor. And he's like mopping, and then he just leans over and just throws up all over the floor. And then he turns and just starts mopping over here, and then starts throwing up over here. I had to just move him outside. It was like, dude, you are not helping anything. It's just throw up smeared all over the damn floor. More throw up than a person should be able to hold in their gut. Yeah, and that was the last time I had Jim Beam. That stuff ain't Jim Beam, but it smelled like it. The spicier in Jim Beam. Guess I'm gonna be some fucked up deer tonight. No, I'm not going hunting. It'll be alright. Hunting with the Subaru. Hair juicer, this local place makes jalapeno ale. I'd send some, but it sucks in a bottle. Hair juicer, I'm gonna have to come visit. You gotta tell that woman at the bar to stay back though, because she come up with me talking crazy shit about my hat. And we're gonna have different words. Josh 1776, see you at the peephole tonight. Yes, Josh. Guess I'm self-service puker? Yeah, never again. The puking memes. Tree herder, poor hamster. It'd be alright. Era 16, 2 trolls and a hamster, and a turtle that was smuggled in someone's pants. It's been quite the day today. Stoner, watch out for that whiskey dick. I don't get that for some reason. God blessed me. Hey, thank you for being here, Pumpkin. Much love to you. Fresca Bean, what flavor is it? It doesn't really say. It just says that boutique. It's boutique-y whiskey company. And it just says blended whiskey. World whiskey blend. That's it. It doesn't have a... I don't know. It doesn't have a flavor. It's strong though, I can tell you that. All the chats are kind of like floating around on the screen. Done. Jim Beam honey is alright. I've heard that it's pretty good. I've always been scared to go back to Jim Beam after smelling it as throw up. Stir and taste it again. No. I got stuff I gotta do today. Stir and gross. Yeah, Lisa nasty. I know. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Lisa, who drinks a half a shot? It wasn't even half. I wasn't even kind of half. Calling me a sissy? Were you here yesterday for the birthday shenanigans? I put those moonshines down after the live. I couldn't leave them half full. What's up, Time Travel? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Department? Happy freedom to you. Yo, did Cheeky Chops never show up? We're going to have to send out a hooligan search party. What's up, Catamane? Happy freedom to you. Department sipping on a Widow Jane maple barrel right now. That's that sounds pretty good. That would have been all right. It was the spiciness was a little bit shocking, a little bit. Guess whiskey and hamsters okay. Whiskey and gerbils not so much. Well, it depends on how much time you got in a day, you know. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All I can smell is whiskey. That's all right. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind, but we will be wrapping this up. We're going to be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We'll be keeping an eye out for Caroline Leavitt in case there is a press briefing, and we'll also be keeping an eye on President Trump's public schedule in case he decides to go live tomorrow. So definitely make your way back to us. Like I said, we're going to read through and we're wrapping this up. Russell, I love wild turkey. I'm trying to think. Somebody else I know drinks wild turkey as well. What does Snooks drink? She gets... I can't remember what she gets now. I want to say it's honey whiskey too. Russell, gobble, gobble. That's what she said. Appeal to heaven. Any honey added alcohol is great, even in wine. You mean like, what is the honey wine? It's called something weird. I keep wanting to say kombucha. It ain't kombucha. It's, Jesus loves us. What is it, hooligans? I know you guys are going to tell me in a second here. My friend WMM, he loves it. It's the only thing he'll drink. And I can't even think what the hell it's called right now. No, not scotch. Mead. Yeah, thank you, Agent O. Yeah, mead. WMM, that's all he'll drink is mead. And he never drinks. It is so difficult to get him to go out and have a drink. But if he does drink, that's what he drinks is mead. Ghostly ale is made with honey too? I didn't know that. Hey, thank you for being here. Appeal to heaven. Tree herder booty ick, not boutique. No, I'm pretty sure it's boutique. The booty icky. That's a hell of a whiskey name. Mr. Frizzy Fro, next drink. Oh, peanut butter whiskey. That's what it was. Thank you for reminding me of Frizzy Fro. And thank you so much for the whiskey advent calendar. I am excited to see what all we get. I'm going to drink the rest of that bottle during the voice chat, and you guys are going to regret it. That's what's going to happen. What's up, Wiggly Tough? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rear Will? Alakazam, happy freedom. Happy freedom to you. J-Main, what's your favorite first-person shooter? I don't really have a favorite right now. All the ones I played, I don't play anymore, and I don't recommend them to anybody because, well, they're a bunch of pedophile sympathizers, and so I don't really have a favorite right this second. Ironically, it's the second time I've been asked today, which is very suspicious. Status quo, look at that Klaus funny stuff. I know, look at this. High fives, buddy. High fives all the way around. You're a good boy. You did a good job today. Yes, big dragon cat. You want to try some whiskey? No. Oh, don't leave yet. I should have did this earlier and I totally forgot. I received a late birthday present. And I believe, yes, it is from Zero. So before we leave, let's open this really quick because I have no idea what it is. And my nose is running. Today's a hard one. Ugh. With the hook shot. What is it? Go blow my nose, Klaus, and let me know when you're done. Let me see what we got. Hold on a second. No. Whatever's whatever. We got Duel. Yo, somebody was like non-stop trying to get me to watch this movie. And they eventually stopped asking me about it, which was my fault because I never got around to getting it. But Zero got it. So now I got Duel. And then we also got Defending Your Life. Awesome. Thank you so much, Zero. I really appreciate the birthday presents. All right, hooligans, we are wrapping this up so I can go blow my nose because it's driving me crazy. Anyways, we're going to read through really quick and we're wrapping her up. Oh, yeah, I forgot, Josh, 1776. No, I told her I would open it today. But when she comes back from bowling, because I think that's where she is right now. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's too early for bowling. When she gets back in the chat, all of us need to remind her to go watch the end of the live because we did the unboxing. But I told her I was going to do this today. Ghostly. Everclear is good? I don't think it's good. It's good when you make it into apple pie. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Wiggly Tough. What's up, Genetic? Happy freedom to you. What's up, John? Thank you for the birthday wishes. Nose running, better catch it. Yeah, I'm trying, Teasel. All right, I think we are good to go. Cassie J, I believe she's on a family video call. She's not talking a family video. She's on a video call with her family. Leave it to me to talk about grammar and shit, you know? Either way, we're wrapping this up. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for Coffee with Hooligans. We'll be keeping an eye out for a press briefing. We'll be keeping an eye on the Orange Eagle in case the president decides to go live. So make your way back here tomorrow for all the hooligan shenanigans that will be happening. Go out and enjoy your day. It's nice that we actually have sunlight. I'm used to it being dark at 5:30. So go enjoy the sunlight if you have it. Hopefully you have nice weather. Go eat good food. That's what I'm about to go figure out how to do. And enjoy your night. And then make your way back to us tomorrow. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations. Join the membership programs or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. And I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.